The Alabama Crimson Tide from 2008 to 2022 embarked on an unprecedented run unlike anything we've ever seen in college football. Led by their head coach Nick Saban, who was hired in 2007, they won 6 national titles with an incredible record of 196 wins and 28 losses. These remarkable achievements have led many to herald Nick Saban as the greatest college football coach of all time. With this in mind, I set out on a mission to try to surpass Nick's incredible tenure at Alabama. I've recreated the Tide roster to its 2008 lineup, a good squad, but not the country's most talented, and I've given myself until the end of the 2022 season to secure 7 national titles, one more than Nick. Now, here's where it gets interesting. I'll be creating the top 24 recruits from each real-life recruiting class during each season of the sim. My aim to sign these real superstar players and spearhead a new era of college football domination. Over Saban's tenure at Bama, he secured the #1 recruiting class in the country a staggering 10 times. The other thing I'm trying to accomplish with this challenge is to top that by getting 11 #1 recruiting classes. Join me as we journey through each season, and we'll watch some of the biggest games like SEC championships and any national championship games we make. In all, I've hand created over 320 recruits across 14 recruiting classes, and we'll be simulating a total of 16 seasons. If you have suggestions for other historic teams I should take on in the future and try to do this Saban challenge, drop a comment below. I'm considering squads like the Bush-led Trojans or the Tebow-led Gators. This is part 2 of this series, and there will be 3 in total. Part 1 will be linked down in the description. We broke down 5 seasons in that episode, starting with 2007 and ending in 2011. Then this will be part 2, and we'll be going for 5 seasons from 2012 to 2016. All right, guys, we are back, and it's actually been a few days, probably a week since I last recorded one of these videos. I run other channels and other stuff, you know, I kind of can have time to hop in hard on this, and I got to do some other things. So we have played through 5 seasons right now. We just lost in the SEC championship game right to Florida. That was what it was. We went 13-1 last year. We ended up with the #1 recruiting class for the third year in a row. We need to get that 10 times. And we need to win 6 national championships, and so far we have 1. So we gotta win the Natty this year to get this ball rolling. Now, we are in the next recruiting class. This is going to be the 2013 recruiting class, and we are going to be playing the 2012 season. Now, this is overall very good recruiting class. Very, very good. We should be able to make some noise in it. Now, before we get into that, though, I quickly want to look at our roster, just because I haven't even looked at it really. I quickly went through it, but I haven't really looked at it in a week, so I got to just quickly look. So we have Luck and Manziel. We actually have a decent freshman right here who could turn out to be decent. So this year, Manziel, even if we didn't get a QB this year, I would not be sweating. I would like to get a running back. We'll have this Pat Brown next year. Oh, we do have TJ Yeldon, actually. So we're pretty good at running back. And coming into the year, we're very good. We have 98 and a 99. If we look at receiver, we have some nice young guys. We did lose Odell Beckham, which really hurt us. We have some great freshmen. We did lose Julio Jones. This will be the first year in the sim since year 1 that we don't have Julio. We do have D-Hop is going to be our #1 weapon with Stephon Diggs. We have Austin Seferian-Jenkins, only a sophomore. This Marquez Smith, a freshman, so we're good there. Tackle, we have, I'm not going to pronounce his name, we have Airy. We have Gary Bobo. This guy, he's a senior, but these two right here, building blocks. Bobo might start his junior year. We have Lael Collins, who's going to be his first year starting, already in 91 overall. We have this Gibbons, only a sophomore. So we have a good young offensive line that is just going to keep growing. And we want to get offensive linemen every year. We never want to be in the position where we're, don't have those young guys coming up. So we're going to keep heavily recruiting that. We have Jadavon Clowney, only a sophomore. We have Dante Fowler in behind him. We have this Corey Sanders, only a junior. Then Mario Edwards, some other good depths. Our DNs are very good. We lose Marcel Darius. This is the first year we don't have him, but we have 2 studs in the middle. We have Jordan Phillips, who's going to play that more of that nose tackle role. Then Leonard Williams, who's more of that 3-tech, 6'5", 300 pounds, good speed, fire up field to make a ton of plays. And then we also have this Josh George Ward. So we have a ton of young guys. It's a very young room, a sophomore and a bunch of freshmen, but still should be able to play very well. We have a very good linebacking core. Anthony Barr, Luke Kuechly, and Ryan Shazier, with Shaq Thompson being the first one off the bench. Definitely, we want to get, it's a position we want to get every year, especially Kuechly. We're only going to have one more year after this, so want to keep filling. We have 3 really nice corners, but they're all juniors, so we need to get, this has been the one position I've kind of struggled getting. We got Milner, but Kyram was a safety we had to convert, so I've kind of struggled closing on some corners, so we need to get that. We have 2 really good free safeties, Dix and Dingle. Then strong safety, we have Ross and Stokes, and layout our Landon Collins, only a freshman. So, I'd say corner is the only position, and there is some good ones that I 100% want to leave here with. Okay, already made the recruits. Let's get into it. And like I said, this is a very good recruiting class. Very balanced, players kind of everywhere. Not a ton of offensive linemen for like created guys, but okay. First, we have QBs. We have 3 of them. We have Jared Goff, who's the number 2 player in the class, Baker Mayfield, and JT Barrett. Obviously, Goff played at Cal, Baker played at Texas Tech and then Oklahoma, and JT Barrett played at Ohio State. Now, if we go by interest, Baker, we are first on his list. I mean, like I said, I don't really care if we get a QB this year. But if Baker just wants to come in and play, I mean, I'm not going to say no to him. Okay, moving over to running backs, and we have 3 incredible ones. We have Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, and Ezekiel Elliott. Where is Zeke? Did I miss him? Oh, right there. And shockingly, Derrick Henry, and people don't know this, not everyone, Kamara actually started at Bama before moving over to Tennessee. Henry obviously went to Bama. Zeke went to Ohio State. None of them are interested. I'm still going to go after Henry just because, you know what? Like, why not? That is kind of shocking. We're not on any of their lists. We are on this 4 stars here. Yeah, honestly, not very high on a lot of running backs right now. So we're just going to go after those 2. Okay, if we go down to wide receiver, we have 2 pretty good ones. We have Mike Williams and then Laquan Treadwell. So obviously, I think we're going to be a pretty good passing team over this whole stretch. Receivers seem to really want to come here. So, big Mike Williams, sign me up. He went to Clemson in real life. This guy's created, but, 5 stars, really wanting to come here. I'm not going to say no to these guys. Even Laquan, I mean, we're 3rd on his list. We'll bring him in. I feel like we're going to be wide receiver U over this whole sim. Okay, next we have tight end, and we have OJ Howard is our created tight end. He did go to Alabama in real life. He's from the state. We're 5th on his board, but I mean, we're within striking distance. We are going to go after him. We don't really need a tight end this year, so honestly, I'm not even going to go after this guy. Maybe this Larson here. Okay, moving to offensive line, not a ton here. We only have Laramie Tunsil, who's really, really good from Florida. Played at Ole Miss. We are 5th on his board. We are going to go after him, of course. Overstreet, we're high-ish on his board. This guy's a good player. Maybe we'll go after this 1/3 3-star. But so offense, I mean, not like a crazy amount of guys falling over themselves to come to us, but we're doing all right. Okay, guards, we have no created players. We have this, we're 2nd here, 4th on this guy. I think we'll just go after those 2. I'm going to be pretty, we're really going after the big guns here. Go to center. We have no created guys. We will see. Okay, only this 1/3 star we're going to go after. So offensive line, I mean, we always want to lock down at least 1 or 2 each year. So like one tackle, at least 1 on the interior. So nice to try to get a few of those guys. Ends, we have 3 really nice ones. We have Joey Bosa, Jonathan Allen, who went to Bama, TJ Watt, and we actually might have one more. We also have Carl Lawson. Oh, right there. So we actually have 4 created ones. They are the 4 top DNs in the class. And TJ Watt wants to come here, and possibly Joey Bosa as well. Jonathan Allen did come here in real life. He's not interested right now, but if we got either of those 2, it would be absolutely incredible. Like, we're always going to go heavy on the D line. I love it. If we get even just one of those 2, we are going to be in a great spot. Okay, moving on to D tackles, and we have a pair. We have Robert Kondichi, who like in real life was like the number 1 overall player in the class. He went to Ole Miss. Then we have Chris Jones, who went to Mississippi State. Obviously a star in the NFL playing for the Chiefs, and we are 1st on his list, 2nd on Kondichi. So we're going to go after both them. Watkins looks like a good player. Obviously, D tackles. Like, this is one of the most important positions on the field. We are going to go after the big guys that want to come here 100%. Okay, Then we go to outside linebackers. I don't think I have any created ones, so we'll go after that guy. Yeah, probably just him. We'll leave the 3 stars out of it. Then middle linebackers, we have 2 nice ones. First, we have Reuben Foster from the state, did go to Alabama in real life. Then we have Jalen Smith, who went to Notre Dame in real life. We are 4th on his list, 1st on Foster. So we're going to go after both of them. Maybe this Williams guy as well. Honestly, maybe not Williams, because we're starting to run low on spots. And we got to nail some corners. We need some corners, and there are some ballers. There is Jalen freaking Ramsey, and we are 1st on his board. Obviously went to Florida State in his real life. There's also Vernon Hargraves and Tre'Davious White. We are not on White's board, which is a little disappointing. Jalen Ramsey is my #1 player I want out of this whole class. If we get him, I will just be over the moon. So we're going to go hard on him, obviously. Yeah, there's some good corners right there that we have a chance at. I want at least 2 of those guys. We need 2. But I'm doing whatever it takes to get Jalen. It's us, Tennessee, Georgia. Safeties, Fuller is the created guy, like one of our guys. We're 5th on that. We'll go after this Bennett. We will go after Fuller. We also have we have 1 created strong safety. It is Von Bell. We are not even on his list. And then there's going to be all these athletes as well. Are we high? Oh, we're really not that high on a lot of the athletes. Usually we do well with the athletes, but yeah, we're just going to have to go at least after these 2, Allen and Mark McCoy, though. So I'm going to have to drop some guys, and then we'll come back and we'll grab those 2. Okay, we're going to lock in McCoy and Allen. Those will be our 2 athletes we are also going after. So that's what our board is going to look like, guys. Definitely have a chance to be, you know, a really nice recruiting class once again. But my #1 player, I want Jalen Ramsey. Okay, we're going to quickly do the red shirts. We're going to red shirt this guy. Don't need him. It's tempting. Should we redshirt Tavon and we'll just play with whatever, let's do it. And we'll rate redshirt. Ooh, you know what? Let's let Tavon rock. I don't want to screw him over. I want to have him at, you know, playing fast. We're gonna redshirt Reyes and Holy Cross, though. We're gonna not redshirt Diggs. He's gonna be our #2 receiver. Not Safarian Jenkins. We'll do this sophomore. Won't need him. Center, keep both. Right guard, we'll do Stover. Yeah, and we'll do Robinson. So that's still going to give us like 10 offensive linemen. Keep both them. You know what? Let's do Mario Edwards. We'll save him. Honestly, we kind of need all these guys. Maybe Garrett Ward. That's only going to give us 4, though. We'll keep them all this year. Barr and Smith. Wheeler's just a fill. Shaq honestly could play this year if there's an injury, so we'll leave him. We'll do Allen and Prater. We'll keep. We can always play a safety like nickel if we need. Do Tim Peterson, and we'll do Landon Collins. 86 overall freshman. That's a huge get. So that is what our red shirts are going to look like, guys. Obviously, this is going to be one of the best teams in the country. Obviously we have Andrew Luck back, who is the best player in college football last year. I'm going to start Tavon. Miller's technically better, but I like Tavon. That's Diggs, Winston, Hopkins, Safarian, DN, Clowney, and Fowler. Sanders and Fowler, good there. Should be good there, good there. Who we start? We're gonna start Dix. I like that, and Ross. Kick returner, Tavon. Yeah, let's definitely do Tavon as our big time kick returner. So that is what the lineup is gonna look like, guys. Let's look at our custom schedule. So we have North Carolina State. We have Florida early in the year. Do we have Georgia? We don't have Georgia this year, which is nice. Last 2 years, we've had them late in the year. So A&M, Auburn, good Tennessee team. Florida, week 2, though, that's a huge game to start with. A- strength of schedule, so we don't have a cupcake schedule for sure. All right, let's look at the top 25. Ohio State is #1. We should be 2. Yeah, we're there 99, 99, 97. We're 99 across the board. North Carolina's looks pretty good. Michigan looks good. Georgia looks very good. Penn State looks very good. Texas looks very good. Those kind of look like the big teams. Tennessee should be pretty good. Yeah, so us, Ohio State, right neck and neck right there. We'll look at Heisman. Luck, gotta be. Well, gotta be #1. trying to go back to back. Richardson has been a freak for them. 1,500 yards last year for Richardson at Georgia. That's like the perfect running back for them. Look at All-Americans. We got Andrew Luck, and we have 3 on defense: Milner, Kuechly, and Barr. Then if we go to second team, we have none. Okay, so we have 4 first-team All-Americans, though. We will take that. Okay, we're going to quickly look at some rosters and just see how everyone's looking. We're not going to go through ours. Like, you look, 99s all the way down to 95 in our top. We should be very, very tough. Florida, who we have early. Okay, I was a little scared of them, but that should be a beatdown. Florida State, decent, not incredible. Dre Kirkpatrick, Joyner. Georgia, gonna be maybe our stiffest competition. Trent, Khalil, they look good. Bortles at quarterback, but like you look at ours, we're 99 at the top, down to 95 at the out our front page. They have Devontae Freeman, who's gonna be taking over. Good team, but we're better on paper. We should be the best team on paper basically from here on out if we keep recruiting well. It's just gonna actually be getting those wins. Michigan was a high overall. Zach Martin and Fletcher Cox. That's a pretty nice 1-2 punch playing in the middle of your lineup. Notre Dame looks okay. Ohio State, Sheriff, Norman is their QB. Central Hendrick. Like if you look at them, they have the depth at the top, right? Like we still are better, but they have a ton of really good players. They look like they're definitely going to be our stiffest competition to get this done. Just kind of go through their roster quick. Yeah, not as many of like our created guys. Central, it's a really good left tackle. Obviously they have Decker in behind them, but really good throughout. Sheriff, they have a really nice offensive line. D-line, not quite as good. Actually, okay, pretty freaking good. Look at their interior. So they're missing 1 D tackle, but Byers, Randall, and Sharif Floyd on the inside. Nasty. Higgins looks pretty good. Pace looks okay. Wilkinson looks okay. Corners definitely serviceable. Safety decent. Strong safety good. So not on our level. We would be the favorite in a game, but very good overall. There should be our toughest competition if we were to play them. Penn State looks pretty good. Not a ton of our guys, but looks decent. If we go down to Tennessee, Monty Ball. They have a 99 quarterback and a 96 quarterback. So even if they get an injury, they are going to be fine. They're going to be a tough game in the middle of our schedule. Texas looks good. They got Eddie Lacy, Taylor Lewan. Good players. Quandre Diggs, A&M, nothing crazy right now. USC, just okay, nothing crazy. So they got Mariota, so that's a nice pickup for them. They could be good in a year or two. Okay, so, I got to actually do my recruiting. So I'm going to do the recruiting, and then I'll show you guys what our board is going to look like. Actually, we're going to do the offer scholarship thing. So we got our skills upgraded all the way. So now we have a 20% chance of when we offer a scholarship, people automatically accepting. So we should hopefully get some really good players right here. We're going to offer Baker. We signed Baker Mayfield. So our QB room is going to be nasty. We're going to offer Henry nothing. Offer Danny Jackson. So we got a running back. Okay, so we're doing really good so far. Offer Mike. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're off to a good start with this. OJ, Isaac Larson, Laramie. Okay, now we're starting to slow down. So we did really nasty at the start there. Might not get another one though. Jalen auto commits. Okay, we got Chris Jones. My God. So our class is already going to be disgusting. Pittman, Reuben Foster. Okay, this is the one. Jalen Ramsey. No. Hargraves, no. And we get this Mark McCoy. So we're already going to have a nasty class. Okay, now I'm going to put out some points and I'll show you guys what our board's looking like. Okay, early on, this is what our board is. We're going hard on Tunsil and Jalen Ramsey. Pretty hard on Henry, Fuller, TJ Watt, Bosa, and Hargreaves, and then a few offensive linemen that aren't our guys, but obviously going to target them. So already have a really nice class, kind of wild. Yeah. So, okay, we got North Carolina State first week. We are going to get through this one with a huge 63 point. That is a Div 1 school. That is not a cupcake, maybe not amazing, but hang 63 on a Div 1, Power 5 school. Crazy. Number 12 in the country, Florida. Not a great roster, it didn't look like, but hey, we got to finish this game. We got to wrap them up. You need to win this one. And we win 52-38. So defense is just okay so far. Offense looks absolutely incredible. I actually want to look at the stats for the offense over the last 2 weeks. I'm hoping to see Andrew Luck just put on an absolute show this year. Him, D-Hop, Safarian Jenkins, TJ Watt ready to visit. Okay, we're going to go week 2. I just want to kind of look at the box score here. Bam, Andrew Luck, 345 yards, 6 touchdowns. That's pretty good. Andrew Luck had 83 yards and he had 7 touchdowns on the day. Holy crap. Hopkins had 2. Safarian Jenkins, this Winston look guy that was unreal. Wow, so 7 touchdowns. He had to have at least had 6 in this one. Andrew Luck 4, so he actually got pulled at the end and Manziel went in, but he had 4 there and ran for 2. So yeah, he has 13 touchdowns through 2 games. Absolutely incredible. Hopkins went off in that one, 142 and 2 tutties. So offensively, we look like an absolute freight train. Gonna go through recruiting a little bit here. So yeah, it's us neck and neck with Tennessee there. Falling a bit behind on Tunsil, not really making any headway on Derrick Henry. Fuller, we're close with Ohio State. Doing well here with TJ. Close with Joey. Hargraves, not incredible. Close there, close but falling there. So recruiting's we're doing okay. We're not absolutely killing everyone right now. So we'll see. Okay, Arkansas State. We should put, if we don't put 50 up on them, 42. So a little bit of a not step back, obviously, but I mean, put on 63 the first week against a Power 5. So, okay, we have some recruits ready to visit. We are going to go rip through that. So we got Houston here. We're going to advance. Should be another easy win, 41-20. So offense, slowing down a tiny bit, but still putting up 40 at least every game. We'd like a shutout here and there from the defense, but we're all right. Okay, have a few more guys ready to visit. Looks like we moved up to the #1 team in the country as well. So yeah, it's us, Tennessee, falling behind on Tunsil. Yeah, we're in some wars. TJ, we're doing well. Hargraves, we're falling behind. Maxey. Honestly, I think I'm going to have to get rid of this Glover and just make sure we can get some of these guys who are kind of just in these battles with. Like, we're going just hard 700s here. We're actually going to go with this guy. This guy's a 5-star, and we haven't been giving him anything, and we're his #1. So, all right. Okay, Ole Miss. Not a great Ole Miss team. What are they? Oh, they're 4-0. So, you know what? Never easy. We are at home. Should get it done. 59-17. There's another big one. Should be still the #1 team in the country. Okay, we got TJ Watt. That is a nice pickup right there. We will take that 100%. That frees up some recruiting points for us as well. Okay, Ball State should be an easy win. 52-7. That's going to put us at 6-0. Still ranked #1. We have the bye week. Just going to go through my recruiting. Okay, we are going to advance a week. So is that Henry visiting right now on a bye week? I think like he just had all his visits already booked. So we might be kind of hooped on him. We're going to get a really nice just bump here. But unless we sign him, which we don't really need him, it'd just be cool to get him. We have TJ Yeldon from last year, but I mean, he's a Bama. He's a Bama running back at heart. So it'd be cool to get Big D Hen. So yeah, we don't think we locked him down. And I believe that was, yeah, last week he visited. So we'll be first on him now by Big, but now when he goes and visits Florida later in the year, he's probably going to commit to them in week 11. So just kind of how this works. Ramsey doing well. We have our visit with Ramsey in week 11. Tennessee's not till week 14. So we get him in and just don't let him leave, we're going to be in a great spot. Fuller, us and Ohio State. He visits us week 11. So we can get him in the door, not let him leave. We'll be in a good spot. We're ahead of Georgia here, also week 11. We're in a nice spot there. Hargraves, it does not look like we're going to get. It looks like he's going to go to the U. It might be time to cut our teeth there, but I'm going to keep sticking it out. Maxey, we're in a good spot. All those guys, we're in a good spot here. We're falling behind, but okay, Arkansas 4-1, but should be a win after this game. Tennessee's ranked #1 in the country. Holy crap, look at our schedule all of a sudden. 1-5. How are we behind Tennessee? 13. Okay, so we have a cupcake here, and Mississippi State was ranked. Okay, we got to beat Arkansas. get past them. 37-10. Okay. So now we get in the nuts of our schedule. This is where big boy football starts getting played. Number 1, Tennessee. Are we at home or are we on the road? We are at Tennessee. This game might be a game worth hopping in, guys. Usually I don't hop into a game this early in the season, but hey, it's 1 versus 2 in the country, both undefeated. That is probably worth a little look. Also, LSU's undefeated. They're 3rd in the country, and we play them I think we have a bye, and then we play them. So yeah, we have a bit of a murderer's row on our hands here. We're gonna look at season stats here. Luck, 29 touchdowns, 0 picks, 226 QB rating. I don't know if I've ever seen a QB rating that good. He's averaging 17.5 yards per completion. That is bananas. Miller and Austin both been good. Luck also has 7 touchdowns on the ground. He should win the Heisman back-to-back years. D-Hop already 1,000 yards, 140 a game. Everyone else is kind of just, D-Hop is his number 1 option. Only a sophomore. Jeez. Defensively, Shazier, Barr, Clowney, we're really starting to get into a lot of our guys now. Clowney, 11 tackles for loss and 4.5 sacks. Bunch of guys with 1 interception. Kick return, Tavon doing nasty. Tavon at punt returner. Let's look at team stats. We should have the number 1 offense in the country by a good amount. Number 1 pass offense. You know, 49 points per game, guys. Defensively, I doubt we're anywhere near the top. But if we go SEC, how are we looking? Kind of 5th. LSU looks like very good. Right around there. Better against the run. Yeah, so LSU better defensively than us. Wow. Look at the top 25 with the SEC right now. So we're 1 here. Tennessee 2, LSU 3, Kentucky 5, and Georgia right there. Jeez. Wow. So SEC is looking tough. Luckily, we don't play Kentucky, but we do play at Tennessee. So we're going to sim some of this game. Check it out. So that's where we sit. Number 1 offense in the country versus 4th. They do not have a very good defense. Ours is good. They have Jonathan Allen in to visit this week. That is their top 3. Pretty nasty. That is ours. Very nasty. But hey, it's in Tennessee. This is not an easy place to play. Yeah, we got to bring our game. Okay, let's go to the end of the first quarter here. Big first quarter there, 21-7 lead, 28-14, sorry. Definitely an offensive game, 42-17. We are not playing great defensively, but they just really can't stop our offense right now. But all of a sudden, they just score back to back, and we need a drive here, and we're gonna punt this football. Let's see what they got. 3, they are driving with 5 minutes left there, 4th and 7. And they go for it and they get it. We're actually going to watch from here. Wow. We have almost 500 yards there, just over 400. Only down 11 though with 4 minutes left. We need to make a play on defense. I actually don't know if I'm going to watch this whole drive. Wow. Huge throw. Wow. Our defense cannot stop this offense. I know they had like a 99 QB. Very good offense. So we got to do something here. We're going to stim a play. 5-yard penalty. This should be, yeah, they just scored there with Monty Ball. And they got the 2-point conversion. They are stuck 3. 2nd and 3. 3rd and 7. Andrew Luck, what do you got, big guy? 3rd and 7. You're the best player in college football. Trying to win back-to-back Heismans. You need to make a play right now. Right here. Draw. No freaking way. Oh my God, why would they call that? That is insane. They're just going to go down and score. Can't stop them. 14 yards, 4th and 1. Field goal, no good. Oh my goodness. We might escape by the skin of our teeth. They missed like a 30-yard field goal. Can't believe we called a draw there. Okay, pistol with Luck. Read option, gets up the middle. Should be safe now. That is going to be Tennessee's second to last timeout. Should be able to just run this out, but man, we got lucky in this one. So they have no timeouts, 1:14 left. I mean, we're on the ball one more time and then maybe throw it with Luck. Or yeah, I guess you just run it. Yeah, that should do it. Very close anyway. Why are we running hurry up? Why are we running hurry up? The clock management in this game can be absolutely psychotic because they don't let this run all the way to 1 on the clock before snapping it. Okay, at least I thought they were going to snap it quick. I was like, what is happening? This should get us basically just down to the end of the game here. Oh, we're passing. Oh my goodness. That was the most unnecessary pass of all time, but it's 4th and 2. We can just take a knee. We just fumble. What? And they don't get a playoff. I don't even know. Somehow I super sim. We fumbled with 20 seconds left instead of taking a knee, and then they get... pretend none of that happened. None of that made sense. Why would we not just take a knee there? Sometimes a super sim in this game and the clock management is absolutely bonkers. And I can't really control any of that. So I'm just over here just, what is happening? Okay, Andrew Luck, 4 touchdowns. Tavon, 200 yards on the ground with 2 TDs. Nothing major there. Their offense was moving up and down the field. Monte Ball, their QB is really good. So that game flabbergasted me at the end there, but hey, we won. Cool. Knock off the #1 team. That clock management, 20 seconds left. Just take a knee. Somehow we fumble and they get it down to our 1 yard line. All right. Anyway, we beat the #1 team. We have another undefeated team next week, though. So no rest for the weary. We are just going to super sim that one because we're going to probably want to watch the conference championship game. If we get to the natty, we're going to want to watch it. So number 4 LSU. Yeah, this is huge, guys. I'm not going to play this game. I just want to look at the overalls. They have a really good defense. We could easily lose this one. Let's see. Come on. Win 38-3. So our defense showed up. We locked them up. There we go. Ooh, #1 and #3 in back-to-back weeks. Now we have a good Mississippi State team at home. This is where all our visits are. So these are always games you want to win when everyone's in town watching you. Okay, so Mississippi State, they're 6-3. This is a big game. We should get some recruits locked in after this one. We get a win. That's huge. Bunch of recruits. We should get 6, hopefully 5 to 6 recruits locked in after that game. Cross our fingers. We get Jalen, our #1 player we wanted. We don't lock. Okay, we got some other guys. We got 4 guys locked in, and one of them, Jalen Ramsey. I am so happy. That is all I wanted. Give me Jalen. If we got out of here with Jalen, we would be happy. We're close. We'll probably lose Tunsil to Georgia, honest. Oh, maybe not. Henry, we are right there with Florida State. But he's visiting Florida State, it looks like, this week. If I'm reading that right. Oh, no, he's already visited Florida State. So we're going to be right there with Henry. Fuller, we're right there. Bosa, we're right there. Hargraves, we are not right there. And did he just come visit? Oh, no, we're week 12 with him. So, you know, he's in this week. We have a chance. Watkins, we are right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. We're actually going to offer this guy as well. Oh, we actually have a lot of points we can give out now. So we can go harder on these guys who we're in a battle with. I think we're going to have the #1 recruiting class again. Like we're kind of killing it in the recruiting game. We have 7 5-stars. USC's doing well. Nebraska, Texas are all doing well, but we're really killing it. Yeah, we're going to advance the week here. Gonna have A&M, Auburn. So no one ranked left on our schedule. I think we might have some guys visiting. I was at Hargraves this week. We could lock up Hargraves here. If we got him and Ramsey, our secondary will be mean. We didn't lock up Hargraves. We should be close, but no. Okay, we're going to advance past A&M. This should be an easy win. 59-28. Going to advance through the Iron Bowl. If we lose the Iron Bowl to an unranked Auburn team in our undefeated season, then that is just tough. No more guys that we locked in there. Auburn's 7-4, so it might not be a walkover, but we need to get this done. Wrap off the regular season. We go undefeated 12-0 heading into the SEC championship game. Big. Never know when you were simming. All it takes is one stumble against one of these teams and our shot at a natty is toast. Okay, we get our kicker. We get a kicker, which is nice. Looks like we're going to be in some battles all the way to the end in a lot of these recruiting. We're close on Tunsil, close. Not exactly where we want to be. I like to have more of these guys locked up before we get to the end of the season, like battle. It's going to be, it's going to be close to some of these guys. Make sure I have scholarships offered. Yeah, we're going to have to kind of divvy up our points and really probably go after 2 really hard because this is going to be the last week. So unless we get a few guys to commit, it's all she wrote for recruiting. We're going to finish, 12-0. and we'll have to see who we get in the SEC. So we don't lock anyone else up. So we have a bunch of guys that we got to figure out how we want to spend our points at the end here. Okay, matchup with number 2 Tennessee, who we barely snuck it out the first time. Winner is going to make the national championship, probably against Michigan, Texas. Probably, I'd best guess Texas, maybe. It could be Michigan. But yeah, so we got Tennessee. Gotta bring them down once again. So that's where we sit. First offense versus third. They are an awful defense. We are respectable, pretty good. I should have looked if there's any big injuries. But at least it's neutral field this time. We don't have to go to Tennessee and play them there. Should help us. But yeah, Andrew Luck, we got to get it done. We got to win a natty this year to keep pace with our boy Nick Saban. Okay, that is the first quarter we wanted. We just absolutely drove. We are in the red zone here to go up 21-0. Look at the yards, 219-23. This is what we wanted right here. Andrew Luck drops back. Cap it off with a tutty right here, Luck. Check it down. If we go up 21-0, we should be in a great spot. We're going hurry up here. Luck 172 just out of the first quarter. This guy is a freak. It is going to be tough for Johnny Football to, play as well as Luck does. Luck has been so good for us. A little play action, drop it up. Oh, that should have been a touchdown to Safarian. He's down to the 1 yard line. We're going hurry up again. Would have liked to punch that in right there, obviously, but here we go. Luck, 3 receivers to the top of the screen right here. Passing again, stick and back corner, just like that. That is D-Hop from Luck. 178 so far for Luck. Most career touchdowns. This guy has been so freaking good. Okay, let's go to the next quarter here. 28-0. Do score there. Yeah, 35-7. We're just going to kind of rip through this game unless something weird happens, obviously. 42-21, and they're actually driving right here. 10-yard penalty. So they do score. So all of a sudden they're only down 2 scores. And Luck just got picked off. And they are probably going to score right here. And they score. And all of a sudden they are down 1 score. Big pass from Luck to Diggs. Oh my goodness. Let's not get conservative. How do we blow these leads? Oh, buddy. This is a very good Tennessee offense, but we cannot blow that lead. We're up 3 to 4 scores. All of a sudden 1 score in the fourth quarter. Little run here to Tavon. Explodes upfield. Yeah, this is just going to take too long if I watch all these plays too, because we're going to let it wind down. Now we're doing hurry up. Going to wind this down. Tennessee does obviously have 3 timeouts left. Go down to 1 second. Little play action. Oh my God, that sack. We keep the clock running is the only good part, but my God, if we run some sort of draw here, anything like that, I'm going to throw my freaking computer through a window. Go end this. You have Andrew freaking Luck and DeAndre Hopkins, Stephon Diggs, Tavon Austin. Go end it. Andrew Luck drops back. That's what I like to see. Over the middle. Boom. Who was that? That was Stephon Diggs. And that could wrap this up. Stephon over the middle. 49-yard touchdown to D-Hop. And that is going to do it. We're going to go to end of the game here. Yeah, 42-49. Close game, but we win again. 13-0. Andrew Luck, 5 total touchdowns once again. We are trying to capture our 2nd national championship. This would be huge. Right now, in real life, Saban would have had 2, plus he wins this year. So even if we win this year, we're still 1 behind Saban in national championship. So we have to win this. Then he didn't win 1 for 3 years. So if we win, 1 over the next 3 years after that, then we're still going to be in good shape. Look at the game stats. 4 touchdowns for Luck. Tavon, 116. D-Hop, 151 and 3 touchdowns. D-Hop has just been. To lose Julio is tough, but to have D-Hop just step right in and just be an absolute freak of nature is pretty freaking nice. So I'm going to guess we're going to play Michigan, but I don't really care. Let's go. 2 bowl season. We should find out if Luck won the Heisman right here as well, which I'd be shocked if he doesn't. That would give him back-to-back. First player ever. Whoa, we lost. Oh, that would have been so cool to win back-to-back. Tavon finishes 5th. That guy got 600 first place votes. It wasn't even close. Damn, that would have been cool to win back-to-back. But at the end of the day, the natty's what matters. And we play LSU again. LSU again. We did spank them the first game, so that makes me feel good. But hey, let's hop right in. They have a really good defense, not great offense. I want to make sure injuries, check all that as well. So second defense in the country, we're 18th. So it's a battle of great defense versus great offense. There's their top 3, not great. No injuries. Everyone's coming in straight healthy. Their only loss on the year is against us. LSU, Bama. I mean, that's pretty cool. We will take it. Bitter arch rivals. Okay, we're going to sim through quarter 1, trying to get our second natty. And we are stuck. 10, look at the yards, 180 to 48. We are down 10-0 and they are driving right now. This is not what you want to see. They just get 2 offensive linemen out on the edge. 3rd and 1. Okay, we're just going to go change of possession here. And we hold them to 3. So, okay, our offense has got to wake up. We're going to go next quarter. Boom. Our offense gets 3 touchdowns in that quarter. That's better. That's what we're after. Okay, 27-22 right there. Andrew Luck sacked. Oh, that's their football. They are stuck 5 and they are driving. Is that field goal range? They go for it and they get it. 4th and 10. They kick a field goal. They are down 2 with 5:02 left. 6-yard rush, Tavon. 7 yards for 4th and 5. And we punt it. Oh my goodness. I hate that. They're driving. They're going to score here. Incomplete. Throw away, 4th and 5, field goal. We are down 1 with 2:25 left. 3 timeouts, national championship. Andrew Luck's last game of his career, trying to be 2-time national championship. And we draw. We do a draw. What? You know what? I'm not punting. I never really take over here. Like, I don't even know what play to call. I'm calling forwards. I'm not punting. I know they're going to punt. I'm going for it. Right here. This is only the 2nd time I've taken over and we get it. Austin, Safarian, and Jenkins. I'm just not punting there. They know they're going to do something dumb. I'm not going to play the rest, but I'm not punting. They could have easily stopped me there. Okay, well, let's go. Watch the play. 4th down. Like, 1-point game. We're going for it. We're going for broke. Okay, Andrew Luck. Empty. What do you got? What do you got, Luck? Plenty of time all day underneath the stuff to Stephon Diggs. Nice pickup there. All 3 timeouts. We do not have to worry about the clock. We really only need a field goal to win it. I don't really want to risk a field goal. I want to go end this, but you know, keep that in mind. We got Stephon, we got Safarian, Andrew Luck. We got all the options here. Deep down the field. Looked like we could have had something there. Okay, 3rd and 5. All of a sudden, this is a huge down. 3rd and 5. Out of field goal range. You need it, Luck. You need it. Plenty of time. Fires it along the sideline. Mac Winston, our slot receiver, right there. He is 141 yards on the day. Luck 330 and 4 TDs. Now all of a sudden we're in field goal range. It's a long field goal. We want to get closer, but we don't have to worry about clock. 3 timeouts. We are in a great spot. Okay, Luck. Three to the top. Nice little underneath to Norwood once again. Don't fumble. That's Johnny Moore this time. There we go. I think that's our 4th receiver. We're going to do hurry up here, but we're not fighting the clock here. Now we're in a very manageable field goal. We are in the driver's seat. No mistakes. I like the draw, but get down, Luck. I actually like that QB draw there, but get down. Okay, but neither team's calling timeout. So LSU's just trying to get a stop here, make a play. We're not trying to give them any time left on the clock. Okay, we got Tavon behind us. Gonna do a little power run to Tavon, and he's in. He is in. What a run by Tavon. This is his last game as a part of the Crimson Tide as well. Wow, and that 2-point conversion, good. Okay, we went for 2 there. I actually like that. Okay, we're just gonna go Matthews 2 yards, 9 seconds, 12 yards, 6 seconds left. So this is it. They need a Hail Mary. We did lose last year's SEC championship game on a Hail Mary, so who knows? But LSU needs it all right here. Guy drops back and he's gonna run the football. and they are able to get a timeout. So they actually have one more play. LSU stuck 7 right here. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to go to the end zone. Are you going to be able to complete it? It's actually a doable pass. 50 yards. I don't know what this guy's arm's like, but oh my God, they had a 2-on-1. Oh, but we sneak it out. Undefeated, 14-0. 14-0. W in Natty versus LSU. Wow, there it is. So that is our second national championship, guys. 2012 and 2009. He won in 09, 11, and 2012. So like I said, we are one behind him, but we beat our arch rival in the national championship game. Not going to be mad at that at all. Look at the stats. So like I said, that is Luck's last game, and he was just incredible. 4 touchdowns. Tavon, 50 yards, had that game winner at the end. Winston, D-Hop had 3 touchdowns. Winston had the yards, but there it is, our second natty. We're a little behind Saban, but we're well within striking distance for sure. Okay, won the natty. We're going to advance this week. We're going to look at the final stats for the year. We'll take a look at Andrew Luck, especially. Look at his kind of 4 years. Would have been really cool to win back-to-back Heismans with him. I'm kind of shocked. I think we're going to look at his stats, and they're probably going to be absolutely just bananas insane. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if his stats were better this year than last. Andrew Luck, best QB rating ever in a season. Almost 5,000 passing yards. Most career stats. Most in a season. Most, yeah. Like Luck, he was a beast. Okay, let's look at all Americans as well. So we got Luck, D-Hop, Airy, who's back, and Hop is back. Phillips on the inside, only a sophomore. D. Milner as well. So really good there. First team, second team, Tavon, Jenkins, Collins, Jones, Clowney, Keekly. Holy. Do we have any freshmen? I don't know if we had Diggs, Collins, Phillips, Fowler, Williams, George. Oh my goodness. We kind of ran away with all the awards there. We were the best team in the country, though, is what it is. 214 QB rating, 55 touchdowns, only 3 picks. Let's look at his 4 years. So he didn't start his first year, but he started his next 3. 3,700 yards, 39, then 4. Yeah, he was way better this year than last. Way better. 55 touchdowns, almost 900 yards more. About the same on the ground, 9 touchdowns. So he had 64 touchdowns this year. If you add in his rushing yards, over 5,000 yards, it is going to be hard to replace him. Manziel's going to be really good next year, but it is going to be tough. Tavon and Miller, we lose both them. Tavon had a nice career. At running back, we kind of played him out of position. Kind of the ultimate scat back, receiving back. Did we throw to him a lot? I don't know, but you should. Yeah, he had 500 yards receiving this year as well, on top of 1,100 yards. So very good. Receiving, D-Hop, 1,800 yards. I don't know if I've seen many like that. I remember in one of my sims, Tavon Austin went to Navy and he had 2,000 receiving yards. I don't know. 1,800 is crazy. Crazy. 22 touchdowns. Holy. Shazier led us in tackles for loss. Clowney 17, 8.5 sacks for Clowney. Phillips 7 on the inside, 7 picks for D. Milner in his second to last season. So wow, D, great year. Okay, what did Tavon do? Kick return as well. No touchdowns. Okay, let's look quickly at team stats. Number 1 offense in the country. Number 1 points per game. How'd our D do in the SEC? But I think we play a lot of hurry up and we score a lot. So it's like the games just are quick. Look at NCAA passing leaders by 1,300 yards and he didn't win the Heisman. How'd he not win the Heisman, guys? Anyway, doesn't matter. Advance week, we got to get through this offseason. We are going to have some big recruiting battles. I don't even know what to do here. We're just going to view the contract. We are going to sign that bad boy. We are safe. We are safe. Okay, we're going to go to players leaving. Always, we got to convince some guys to stay. You know, that is a part of it. May get some guys transferring out. Last year we had Odell transfer out. We would have literally had Odell this year. It's Landon. Yeah, we got to be careful because they're very low. 2 of our safeties. Oh my gosh, we're going to lose both these guys. That is tough. That is so tough. Both young safeties. Ugh. So we have no one leaving early. which is nice, but to lose both those young safeties really hurts. Damn. Okay, transfer requests. Because now all of a sudden, I mean, Andrew Luck should be the first overall pick. Do we have any transfer requests in? 59 linebacker? Yeah, no, I'm good. So this changes my recruiting a little bit. Like, we got to make sure we get some safeties in. I don't even think I didn't really go hard at the safeties because we had some really good young ones. I would like Tunsil. Fuller is a safety. So getting Fuller would really make up for a lot of what happened there. Yeah, like we're gonna not get a lot of these guys. We do have a nice lead with him as well. And we're playing Syracuse. So we're gonna give him at least 5, I think. Man, we still have 13 scholarships left, so we just didn't lock down as many guys either. And we actually might not even get the #1 class. Fuller, I think we got to go after Fuller. We're only 395 behind Ohio State, and locking him in will really help make up for those losses of safeties. Tunsil, you just always want offensive linemen. You can play anywhere, up and down the lineup. We really don't need Henry. We really don't. Bosa, we don't really need. Hargraves, whatever. Watkins, can't have too many interior defensive linemen. You just can't. Here we're kind of far on him. We'll go another interior offensive lineman. I'm just trying to like make sure we get some of our scholarships out of here though too. Yeah, like recruiting was good this year, but maybe not quite what I was hoping for. I kind of want to just go try to steal this guy from Georgia with the rest of our points. I don't know. I don't know if I spent these points very good. We might walk out of here with nothing. Honestly, I think actually instead of sending that on Marcus, we're 3,000 ahead on him. Let's spend the rest of that on Fuller and try to make sure we lock him down. Okay, there we go. Not going to be as good of a recruiting class as past years, but hey, we still got a ton of star power in the door. Okay, so we get Tunsil and Fuller. That was it. Wow. Those were the two big guys we wanted. We got a top 5 class. Does that mean we didn't get #1? We do need 10 #1 classes. We got 3rd. We just didn't get enough players. We got 9 5-stars. We actually finished the 3rd class. I would still take our class over anybody, but wow. Okay, verse 3. We got 9 5-stars. Okay, yeah. So we got 3rd. So we got to pick it up recruiting. We got to make sure. We just didn't sign enough guys. That really kind of cost us. But I mean, if you look at our class, it's pretty freaking sick. Tunsil, Fuller, this McCoy, Williams, Mayfield, Taylor, TJ Watt, Chris Jones, Jalen Ramsey. Like, yeah, lots on defense. We're going to be in a really good spot. Okay, we're going to go to position changes here. Okay, this McCoy actually is a DB, which is great. So we're going to move him to corner. That is perfect. He can also play safety. We are all good there. Now this is what our QB room. I mean, we'll go over all the rooms later. I'm just going to quickly do position changes if there is any. Okay, we're going to keep those changes. Okay, we're going to skip over training results. We're just going to sim through the rest of the offseason. We'll quickly look at our roster for next year. Then I'm going to make the next recruiting class and we'll just get going with the next season. Okay, quickly look at our roster. So, oh my God, look at the 99s. This might be the best team on paper we've had. Johnny football, but we lose Andrew Luck and that just hurts. We bring in Baker. We're going to redshirt Baker, and he'll probably be our starter for 2 years after we lose Johnny. Pretty good spot there. Running back, we have this Pat Brown, not one of our guys, but we have Rashad Taylor and TJ Yeldon in behind him, so we're in a good spot there. We actually got a nice running back here as well. Young guy. Okay, we have D-Hop for 2 more years still. Stephon Diggs, Johnny Moore, and Holy Cross in the middle. Mike Williams. Yeah, like our receiving group is insane. Very good. Tight ends, Safarian Jenkins and Marquise Smith. Probably by next year, we want to get a new recruit in. Look at our left tackle room. Airy, Tunsil, Bobo, Lael Collins, crazy good center with a nice backup. Crazy good guard with a sophomore in behind him and a freshman in behind him. I went all in on offensive line over the last few years, guys, and it has paid off. We have 294 tackles on the right-hand side. We'll probably move, somebody over there next year. The end. We have Clowney, only a junior, could be the best defensive player in the country with Fowler behind him. Sanders and Mario Edwards with TJ Watt and Pete Davis. I'm actually going to make sure TJ probably plays this year so he doesn't leave. Jordan Phillips, Leonard Williams, Chris Jones, Josh George. Oh my God, guys, this team. Barr, Kuechly, Shazier, best linebacking core in the country, bar none. Look at our corners, all three seniors, Matthew, Milner, and Lawrence, with Ramsey and Lewis in behind them. I think I'm going to redshirt Lawrence and let Ramsey play in the slot to make sure Ramsey doesn't leave. Fuller with Clinton Dix, Ross. So we need another safety, but yeah, this team is loaded, guys, loaded. And we need to get a kicker and a punter this year probably, but yeah, we are loaded. So that is it, guys. I'm going to make the next recruiting class now. All right, guys, so here we are into the next season. So this is going to be the 2013 season. We just came off our second national championship, but at this point, Saban has 3. So we're well within striking range. We actually didn't get the #1 recruiting class, so we fell a little bit behind there. Like, we can maybe have not the #1 recruiting class maybe one more time. I'm more worried about the national championships, but I mean, it's cool to try to just match everything we can. Yes, so I made this recruiting class. It is all ready to go. This is, I don't know if I've mentioned it also, guys, if you're wondering, the reason I only do 24 recruits, or I usually do 23, is 24 is the max custom recruits you can make. So I just make the most I can. I go through the recruiting rankings, try to find, I miss maybe a few guys here and there, just because if you're a really low ranked player, you don't pop up on the rankings. So I try to go to like the top 1,000 players and just pick out the 25 best. But every once in a while, someone is going to, fall through the cracks. Okay, so this is a very good recruiting class. Maybe the best one out of all of them. It's right there. It's close. I mean, especially just at the top, there's some superstars and there is 2 quarterbacks who are incredible. Oh, I already made the prospects, so don't need to create another one. So we're going to skip to recruiting. So this is the 2014 recruiting class, guys. And we got some studs. We got some absolute super studs. So Deebo Samuel, #1 player in the country, but at quarterback we have 2. We have Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes, and if I got either one of these guys, I would be over the moon. Yeah, we have Baker Mayfield, who we got last year, but I would start either of these guys obviously over Baker. So we could go from Luck to Johnny Football to either Deshaun or Mahomes. That would be incredible. Running back, this is a great running back class. Maybe the best we'll have. Dalvin Cook, Leonard Fournette, Joe Mixon, and Nick Chubb. So Nick Chubb's ranked at #1. We're actually second on his board. Then we have Dalvin Cook. We're first. We are not on Lenny Fournette's, and Joe Mixon, we're not on his. But hey, we're in on Chubb and Cook. Get one of those 2. You're in a great freaking spot. Let's see if we're high on any other big time guys. Not really. Hooley, well, maybe we can come back to him, but that's a good start. Okay, wide receiver, there's 3 good ones. We have Deebo Samuel, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Terry McLaurin. So looks like we're actually first on Deebo and Terry. Gosh, these recruiting classes can turn out. Receivers just want to come here. The receivers really do. And I just want to keep having good receivers. I want to just keep churning them out. The thing with receivers, you can recruit a bunch because you can play 3, sometimes 4 at a time. It's not like a QB. You can only have 1 on the field, even running backs. Max, you're going to really play unless injuries is 2. Tight ends, we have a great one. Somehow he is a 3-star. I'm going to go after him, even though I'm not on his list, because maybe people are going to underrate him. He's like an 84, 85 overall. Somehow they ranked him a 3-star, which makes no sense. So we're going to go after him, and we'll go after the other 2 guys. We're first on their boards here. Kirkpatrick and Ricky Robinson. I don't know how Mark Andrews is 3-star. Okay, tackles. We have some good tackles. I think we have 3. We have Isaiah Wynn, or Orlando Brown, and Cam Robinson. So all really good players. We are in on Isaiah Wynn, not really on the other 2, but it looks like we are in on some of the other highly ranked guys like this Brooks, Washington. Maybe we'll go after this Holmes guy as well. And then we have a guard, probably the best guard in the NFL, best guard prospect in a long time. It is Quentin Nelson, and we're actually first on his board, which is sick. The only 5-star. He's the 6th ranked player in the class. Crazy. So yes, we're gonna go after him. We'll go after this 4-star as well. There we go. We are not gonna have any centers, but we'll check them out. We'll go after just this 4-star here. We're first. Yeah, so that's where we're looking there. Okay, go on to DNs. I think we only have one on my list, but he is maybe the best defensive end in the NFL right now, and it is Myles Garrett. We're actually not on his list. That is too bad. I would have loved to get Myles, but we have so many good DNs right now. We'll go after this McDonald. We'll just go after those 4 stars there. I'm really not even going after 3 stars at this point. We're just getting too many, high-ranked players wanting to come to us. Defensive tackles, I actually don't think we have any, which is, yeah, so kind of, we had a bunch of good ones for a few years. We actually don't have any. Go after these 2 4 stars right here. We have a ton of good defensive tackles on the team right now, so even if we don't pick any up, not the end of the world. No outside linebackers, but we do have a middle linebacker, and it is the best middle linebacker in the NFL right now, Fred Warner. We are first on his board, so we are going to go after him. We are first on a ton of these linebacker boards, but I don't want to fill this up. We still need athletes and secondary players, so we're not even going to go after this 4-star here. He's the 37th ranked player in the class, because there is a ton of DBs. This is probably the best, just for overall numbers, DB class we will have. So we have Adoree Jackson, Marlon Humphrey, Marshawn Lattimore, and JC Jackson as the 4 corners. Unfortunately, we're not really in on any of these guys, which is kind of too bad. I might even just go after Lattimore, just because I'd love Marlon Humphrey, because he's from the state of Alabama. Kind of surprising we're not higher. So we're go after those 2. We'll go after this Cook guy. We always want to make sure we're getting corners, so yeah, we'll go after those. Even if we got 1, 2 of those guys, we'd be in a really good spot. Then we have safeties. We have 2 free safeties, I believe. It's Buda Baker and Jabril Peppers. So a couple of nice safeties. We're only going to go after Jabril out of those 2. Then, yeah, that's probably it. We only have 3 spots left on our board. Then for strong safeties, we have an absolute freak, Jamal Adams, who went to LSU, obviously. We are going to go after him. We're 3rd on his board, but he's so good. We gotta make an effort. We are not high on these safeties boards, which is kind of surprising. Then we have athletes, so none of these are going to be created, but and we're not really high on any of their boards. You know what? I think it might be time to go kicker punter. Maybe go after this kicker and this punter, just because we do need some of those guys in. Okay, there we go. So that is what our board is going to look like, guys. Very good recruiting class, like I said. Okay, I'm going to look through recruiting strat. No, not that. Sorry. Let's look at, we haven't looked at my school in a minute. So at the start, we were struggling with coach prestige and that type of stuff. We are, well along there. Really, our only things are academic, campus lifestyle aren't incredible. Coach stability. How am I not an A+ coach stability? Everything else, we're right there. Pipeline states might be just kind of cool to see. We have a ton of pipeline states, Bama is our number 1, Florida, South Carolina, Texas. Okay, there we go. Let's go through our red shirts. This is always kind of interesting to see who we can get away with redshirting. I'm gonna not redshirt Baker this year, because I don't know if Johnny gets hurt, I want to play this Brian Jackson guy. So I think we're going to keep Baker. What is Johnny right now? He's only a sophomore. We could have Johnny for 3 more years, which is crazy. I'm going to do this Danny Jackson guy. There's our starters. Wide out. Do I want to do Big Mike? I've had a few issues with when I redshirt these guys, they end up transferring out. So I'm actually going to not do Big Mike. I think I might move him up to our 4th receiver. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, probably the best tight end in college football. We do need a tight end. I mean, we have this Marquez, but we definitely need to recruit a tight end. Tunsil, another one. Do I want to risk redshirting him? I do, though, just because, it's worth it. Bradley, only guards. Okay, yeah, we could redshirt Bradley here. Then right tackle, yeah, we got Eric Robinson. So we have 2 good seniors here. This is where it's even worth maybe redshirting one of them, but screw it. Fowler and Clowney on this side. Sanders, Edwards, and TJ Watt on this side. Once again, we could redshirt TJ. I don't want him to leave, but we don't really need him. Buy him an extra year. Same with these guys. We have a bunch of sophomores and freshmen. Look at our 3 top D tackles. I'm going to do Garrett Ward here. Just buy us a year of eligibility with him. Linebackers, Kuechly in his last year. Shazier. We got to get some young linebackers in. We're getting a little bit older there. Same with corners. We have some good ones. Getting Jalen was obviously huge. Oh, this is what I was going to do. I'm going to redshirt this Brian Lawrence. I'm going to play Jalen in the slot. So we get Ramsey on the field. Then next year, Jalen and Lawrence will have Lawrence back and they'll be our 2 starting corners. So I think that is like a low-key, really smart move. Safety, I'm not going to even mess with Fuller. Let him play a bit just because I don't want to lose him. And we really only have 3 viable safeties right now. So safety is a position we would like to lock down. So that is our red shirt list. Looks pretty good. Quickly go through the depth chart, make some of those changes. So like wide receiver, I'm going to play Big Mike as our 4th wideout. I think that's just smart. Get him a little bit of playing time. Make sure he doesn't transfer out. Yeah, so Ramsey's going to play in the slot here. Obviously love that. Clinton Dix. Who do we want kick returner? I don't know if I really want Ramsey, but we actually don't really have like kind of that lightning bug kick returner right now. So we'll go with Ramsey. So that was our depth chart. Schedule, just take a look. Oh my goodness, we got on the road USC. Oh my gosh. Georgia Tech. We have an A+ schedule, guys. This is about as hard of a schedule. Oh my gosh. This is neutral site. Yeah, that is a tough ass schedule, but we'll get through it. USC game 1. We do not want to lose that. Losing that would be really, really tough. Okay, let's look at the preseason polls. We're not number 1? Okay, yeah, we are. Yeah, we're A+ across the board. Looks like Texas a 97, Georgia, but they only have a 90 defense. Michigan 97. Ohio State looks really good. LSU and Tennessee, they're both highly ranked, 88, 90, not crazy. USC is 99 across the board, and we play them game 1 of the season. Miami 97s, 95, Utah, A+ Penn State looks good. Okay, we're going to go look through some of those rosters. Let's look at the Heisman Watch. Honestly, Johnny Football should be near the top. DeAndre, wow. Bridgewater at Texas. They got Mariota at SC, damn. Preseason All-Americans. Bridgewater, we got Hopkins, Safarian Jenkins, and D. Milner. None on the front 7. Jordan Phillips. Cool. Second team, we got Airy and Ryan Shazier. Like it. Okay, we're going to hop into recruiting. We're going to do the auto commit thing. Let me know, guys. Maybe I plan on doing this with some other teams in the future, trying this Nick Saban challenge, but do it at like Ohio State or Florida or maybe a small school, whatever. If you guys think this auto commit thing, it's just a thing in the coaching tree you have to unlock. You get a 20% chance of an auto commit. If you guys think next time I shouldn't use it, let me know. Or if you think it's just part of the game, let me know that as well. Okay, so we're going to do the auto commit thing, see if we get anybody. If we got Mahomes, no. Chubb, no. So last year we got a ton. Okay, we got Debo. The receivers just love us. No. Mark Andrews, no. No. Okay, so last year we got like 5 of these. This year, not looking the same, which is okay. It's a huge bonus if you get some of these guys just commit right away. Okay, we got another one, Bryant Cook. Nice to have a corner. And the last one. Okay, so we got 2 auto commits, which I'll take. I think we got to just go a little bit to both these 2. See after week 1 where we sit, and then just go all in with one of them. You know what I'm saying? Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook. Feel like it's kind of the same. Like, I don't want to go hard after both. Same thing. Like, do we need to go hard after Terry when we just got Debo? And then this 4-star guy, I'm not even going to go after that guy. Mark Andrews, we're a bit behind, but he's a 3-star, so I'm going to... Oh, I accidentally made him a JUCO. That's why he's a 3-star. I made him a JUCO transfer. Crap. So you can make them like sophomores or juniors. I must have accidentally made him a sophomore or junior. So that's why he's a little bit lower. I'm not even going to really go after him. I'll go after a little bit just to see, but damn, okay. Gary Kirkpatrick, we're high on his list. And this, so once again, I'm going to give to both and then just see where we sit. Isaiah Wynn, I want to go after the elite offensive lineman basically every year. Trey. Okay, Quentin's one. He's Alabama to me. He just fits what we want to do. We have some good offensive linemen who want to come here. DNs. I mean, we always need DNs. We got the lead on this guy. Fred Warner, we definitely want to go hard at Fred. I'm not really going to worry about the other linebackers. JC, there's only really 4 teams on Marlin. So yeah, we're kind of spreading our points a little thin here. I want to get more of these secondary players. This is actually what we're going to do. I want to make sure we're trying to lock down some of these secondary guys and just get a look at where we sit. And then next week, we're really going to just narrow this down. But right here, we got to get through SC. Game 1 of the season. We are going to check this game out. 1 versus 9. 99s across the board. Absolutely massive. There's our top 3. Neutral site at AT&T in Dallas. Bama, SC. Let's get it on. Okay, going to go to the end of the first quarter. This is Johnny Football's first game as the true starter as well. I don't know if he ever started a game with an injury or anything, but 17-0 first quarter lead. So offense does not seem to be missing a beat. We scored 31 points in the first half. Let's see where we sit going into the fourth quarter. SC is not going away. 3rd and 4. Here we go. So 6:43 left. We are up 10. Do not want to let him score here. Marcus Mariota in shotgun, do a little handoff, and we get him in the backfield. That's a huge stop. It is going to be 4th and 6 here. Are they going to probably not go for this? Probably just kick the field goal. Oh, they do go for it. Wow, they go for it on 4th down. And they pick it up. Mariota in shotgun once again. Little read option, and Mariota, oh, our safety comes up and sticks him. He has 31 yards on the ground. Who got the tackle there? That was a nice stick. We're going to go 1. Okay, they do score there. So we are up 3. Manziel throwaway, 6-yard rush Manziel, and it's 4th and 6, and we are punting the football. Punt. Oh, what just happened there? Mariota intercepted by true freshman Jalen Ramsey, returns it for 19 yards. We literally redshirted a 94 senior cornerback so we could get Jalen on the field. So that makes me happy. Wow. Okay, Johnny Football handed off to the back, and we are going down. That is a great play by that SC front. Okay, Johnny Football, 2nd and 16. I want to stay aggressive here. I do not want to just bend over. Go to your D-hop. Go to Stephon Diggs. Oh, we're just going to run the ball, and the linebacker comes and cleans us out. I do not. Wow. Okay, we were running all over him. This guy has 200 yards on the ground. But yeah, I don't love the play call back to back there. Okay, Johnny Football drops back. Gonna do a little check down. Marquez. I'm going for that in real life. This is another one where I might just have to take over here, guys. Like I said, I'm not gonna do this often. It's really gonna be like on 4th down calls when I really think we should be going for it. Yeah, I mean, I just don't agree with a punt here. Like, I don't want to give their offense, Marcus Mariota, back the football. So this won't happen often. Basically 4th down sometimes. We are gonna go for this. And we're just going to go down to the running back, Pat Brown. There we go. Okay, boom. I just like 4th and 2. We have a great offense. I'm not punting away the football. We're going to let him take over again. Ooh, we are really running the ball a lot here. Only 139 yards for Johnny Football. Okay, running the ball again. And this guy doing well over 200 yards on the ground right now. 212. And we're going to hurry up, which I don't know why we do this hurry up shit every once in a while, but we do. Looks like Safarian Jenkins might be hurt. We have Marquez Smith in at tight end. Okay, our running back is sucking air right now. This is where I'd like a little read option or something with Johnny. Use his legs. Our running back is gassed. Go to D-Hop, go to Stephon. I like that we took the clock all the way down, though, before handing it off, and they just cannot stop the run. Our O-line is blowing them off the ball. And we're still doing hurry up, which is annoying, because then I just got to sit here and watch and wait. Oh, and we're going... Oh, I was looking at my phone, because I'm like, there's no way that they're not going to take this all the way down. And then Johnny almost throws a pick. Jeez, Johnny. Okay, I'm going to do one play, 6-yard rush. Okay, it's 3rd and 4. SC still has all 3 timeouts. And we're not bringing it down. Okay, Johnny Manziel throws it to the end zone. Stephon Diggs just outside the end zone on the little curl route. That should basically do it. The clock management. Okay, yeah, we end up scoring the next play. So there we go. We are up 10. We'll see what they get going. They're driving. 31-yard gain. They have 2 timeouts left. This is not over. They're basically going to need an onside kick if they score. Mariota, plenty of time. Slant over the middle, and they complete it. We are having a tough time with this USC offense. Extra point, good. Okay, it is going to be an onside kick here for USC. 2 timeouts, so without it. Okay, we get it. Oh, that's Stephon Diggs. Once again, I'm going to take over just because I'm going to call knees here. Sometimes I get really weird with the end of game stuff. Technically, I think they'll be able to get the ball back with a few seconds, but... Okay, so we're going to take the knee here. I just don't want to pull a Mario Cristobal with Miami. We're going to take the knee, and then we can punt it to them, and they'll have... basically 7 seconds left minus the punt. They'll have like 3 seconds left, maybe inside their own, 5-yard line if it's a good punt. So sometimes the clock management in this game can just be so weird. I didn't want to risk it. That was not a good punt. They're going to have 8 seconds. Oh God, I might have left them too much time. All right, we'll see. Hey, if we don't get a stop here, we don't deserve to win. So they got 8 seconds, no timeouts. They need a field goal. What has Mariota got in his tank? There was a little sideline. Now they have 4 seconds. Mariota. Mariota's good though. Gave us all we could handle. Here's Mariota again. Can we get a pass rush? Going deep into traffic, and that is it. Okay, we hold on versus the number 9 team in the country, led by a stud Marcus Mariota. And we get it done. We win that one. It's a big win. Like, play the number 9 team in the country week 1. That is not an easy task. So we will obviously take that. Johnny didn't throw the ball a ton. We were really relying on the run game with this Brown. Obviously, our receiving numbers were not going to be crazy. So there we go. All right, so we're going to advance past the rest of week 1. We definitely are going to have to look at the recruiting here and do a little bit of adjustments. I'll just show you guys my board once it's all done. All right, so here's what the board is looking like. We decided to drop Deshaun, and we are going all in on Mahomes. It looks like it's going to be us in Tennessee. We're going not all in on Peppers, but we're going hard on Peppers. We're going all... Here's all the guys we're going all in on. We're going all in on Humphrey, who we're going to have to make up some ground on, which isn't going to be easy. Quentin Nelson and Patrick Mahomes. Then we have Jabril Peppers, Isaiah Wynn, Fred Warner, and Dalvin Cook, who we're doing decent on. Then kind of our next level, we have Ricky Robinson, none of the creative guys except Terry McLaurin, who we actually have a big lead on, so I'm not actually putting as much points towards him. Glenn McDonald, Trey Washington. So more kind of filler guys. And I'm trying to spread out the points a little bit. Last year, we didn't get the number 1 class because we didn't get enough recruits because I was going too all in on some big guys. So I want to make sure we're spreading the love a little bit. We already got Deebo Samuel and like a 4-star corner. So, okay. Georgia Tech should be an easy win. 45-28. Okay, going to look at recruiting, see where we're kind of sitting with all these boys. So Mahomes, we have a decent lead. Good lead there. Oh, that might be tough. This is where we got to learn to cut our, cut guys off. So we've been spending 700 points and we're still 700 behind on Humphrey. So I might only give it another week there. We'll go a bit more to Jabril here. Warner, we're doing well. Dalvin. So like if we're not going to get Humphrey, right, I'm going to give it 1 more week, but then we could just spend more points on all these guys if we're for sure not going to get Humphrey. So we're 705 down. We'll see where we sit next week just to see if, things are looking a little better. Just bye week here. Oh, we have back-to-back buys. So we're not going to really have a week off. Yeah, we have 1 more bye basically the rest of the schedule. So back-to-back bye. Let's go through this one. Okay, we got some recruits ready for visits. Okay, another bye week. So we're just going to advance 1 more week. Oh yeah, I got to schedule my visits here. That's what we got to do right now before I forget. Okay, we are going to advance here. We have at Ole Miss, 20 in the country. No, they were ranked before last week, but they're 2-2. Should be a win. 51-2. That is a beat down on the road. We will take that. I actually might go look at the stats for that one. Look at the stats. Bama. Baker actually got in and threw a touchdown. 239. Okay, so honestly, Manziel had a good game, but not crazy. Might have been getting some defensive scores or something. D-Hop 112. No INTs or anything. Oh yeah, we had a few INTs. Matthew Fuller. Oh, and we did. Yeah, we full air to pick 6. So there we go. 51-2. That is a beatdown. Okay, we got Wyoming. Obviously, should be a win for sure. Then if Texas A&M plays, we'll have our first ranked opponent in a while. 66-24. Offense looks like it's starting to pick up some steam here. Oh, I gotta make sure I do my frickin' visits too on all the kind of lower guys. Wow, so it looks like we should get Mahomes. Really does. Quentin, it's going to be close with us, Georgia, Michigan. Jabril, going to be close with us in Michigan. Isaiah Wing, going to be close with us in Georgia. Terry, going to be close with us in Michigan. Warner, going to be close. The reason A&M got a huge lead is they went on their visit really early with him. That's actually, when is Mahomes' visit this week? Week 8. Because I wanted to do him a little earlier to just see if we could just lock him in. Dalvin, really, we're in a bunch with Michigan and Georgia. This guy we should get him. Going to be close with him. We'll put some more towards him. Reese, going to be close. Should get. And actually, I've barely been given him any points, but it looks like we're going to get Mark Andrews. He's a JUCO, which kind of sucks. I don't know what year he is, but he'll still be a good player. Then a few other guys, just lower level recruits who we should, have a shot at. So A&M, they ended up losing last week, so they're unranked. At home should be a win, 45-10. And that means this upcoming week is going to be Mahomes in for his visit. If we could just lock in Mahomes, have basically our QB of the future, and just have 700 extra points to start spreading around, that would be absolutely just massive. So Fred Warner locked us out, but we are going to use our lock pick here, and that should get us right back. We do not deserve to be. We are a second team. That gives us right back in there. So it's us and Ohio State, A&M. Ooh, Dalvin just went on his visit to Ohio State, so that's why we're way behind there, but we should still, be in the ballpark. But right here, this is Patrick Mahomes week right here, guys. Kind of risky to do him this early in the year, but we're trying to beat everyone to the punch. If we could get him to sign on the dotted line today, So beat Arkansas 2-5. Get big Patrick Mahomes to sign. Let's see it. 45-10. Offense explosion. Literally go Luck, Manziel, Patrick Mahomes with Baker as just our backup quarterback. Come on, Mahomes. Come on, Mahomes. Come on, Mahomes. This doesn't mean we don't get him also, but we get Patrick Mahomes. That paid off. Bring him in early. We do not let him leave the room. That is huge. Okay, Tennessee, they have fallen off this year. So we do have LSU coming up, though. This will be our 7th game of the year. This is about the halfway point. So we're going to go look at the top 25. We will look at, all that good stuff, see where we are sitting. So top 25. Us, LSU undefeated. Kansas, North Carolina, Hawaii. Georgia, 7-1. So we have this LSU team, but they're only an 88 overall. It should be a win. I think Georgia, obviously, if they make the conference championship game, who did they lose to? They lost to Kentucky. That is going to be a big one. Heisman. How are we doing there? None of our guys. I'm surprised Johnny's stats, I think, are going to look pretty nasty. So we'll see what he's looking like here. Johnny Manziel, 216 QB rating, 25-1 interception to touchdown ratio. Jeez. We're kind of splitting time with Rashad Taylor and Pat Brown in the backfield, both averaging 7 yards a carry, with Johnny another 2 touchdowns on the ground, 355 yards. Receiving, so D-Hop last year was just the man. Luck just went to him every chance he gets. He got hurt. So we're without D-Hop. We'll have to see how serious that is. We got Luck. We got, a bunch of other good weapons, so it shouldn't absolutely kill us, but you don't want to see it, obviously. Defensively, Barr, Shazier. Ooh, who else? Corey Sanders. Okay, that's not one of our big guys. Tackles for loss, Barr. So Barr's been a freak. 3 picks for Dix and Tyrann. Let's quickly look before I forget at the injury report. Hopefully it's not super serious. 3 weeks. Oh, we lost Leonard Williams for the season. Oh my God, I didn't realize this guy was a 97 overall, 8 weeks. Might get him back for like the natty. So we actually have some big injuries on our D-line. And then dislocated elbow, at least not dislocated. Not, huge amount of time, but not great, obviously. Look at team stats from right there in total offense, right there in pass. So USC's offense is great. It's us and USC look like the two best offenses in the country. Defensively, I doubt we're near the top. Oh, we're actually, yeah, our defense looks actually like it could be, yeah, one of the more elite defenses right now. So we'll check the SEC. Total yards were first. Pass were first. Rush were first. Wow. And points, we should be first. So yeah, we have the best offense and best defense in the SEC. So our defense is finally starting to catch up a little bit to our offense, which makes us even that much scarier. Okay, I'm going to quickly look at my recruiting here. Yeah, this LSU game coming up is just going to be so big. So we got BYU, and then we got the number 2 team in the country, 49-7 win. I've already watched one game this year, though, and if going to be the conference champ, I'm just going to sim this game. So we'll see. Just because if we win, we still have the conference championship. We still have the natty. We already watched USC. And I don't think this LSU team's very good. They're an 88 overall. Everyone is coming to visit us this week. I actually could get, looks like I could get Mark Andrews in as well. Might just do that quick. It says he's a JUCO, but I'd like to know, like, is he a freshman JUCO? Or obviously not a freshman, but is he a sophomore? Actually makes more sense to bring him in late, just because he's not ready to commit right now. Okay, number 2, but we have a much better team. We have basically everybody visiting. So if we beat the number 2 team in the nation, and we could get 6-7 guys signed up right now, this is huge. Let's see it. 48-17. They just weren't. They're not on our level this year. 88 overall. They were kind of a scam team. So we beat the brakes off them. We could have 7-8 guys sign on the dotted line right freaking now. We get Quentin Nelson, the punter, the center, another corner. Okay, and a free safety. So not quite what I was hoping for, but Quentin Nelson, sick. You know, I would have liked 1 or 2 more of those guys, but we'll see where we're sitting now. So us and Jabril, you know, we have a big lead, but we did just go on our visit. Is Isaiah Wynn? So he was in on the visit, and we're still behind Mississippi State. He visits me. We might lose Terry now. We might lose Terry because he's got a late visit with Michigan. Fred Warner, unless he commits to Michigan, which he won't on his visit, we should have a good shot because he's not visiting any of the other schools. Dalvin already visited Ohio State, but once again, maybe low-key Michigan, but we have a big advantage on them, so we'll see. Gary Fitzpatrick, I mean, we have so many points now, we're just going to go hard on him. Mark, we don't really need to go super hard on, but we'll just give him some. Same with that guy. Same with this guy. I mean, we can go just kind of hard on him. So we have so many points right now. Go take a look at our top classes. So we have the top class right now. Where's Georgia? Georgia is not even on the list, but Georgia and Michigan look like we're in some battles for some 5 stars with them. So I think a lot of those guys, like we could actually just look at all prospects quick. A lot of these guys are up in the air. So it looks like, yeah, Deshaun, either Appalachian State or Georgia, most likely. I kind of want him to go to Georgia. Just could be kind of cool. Yeah, I'd be down to see him with Bulldogs. Okay, so Mississippi State, unranked. We really just have one ranked team left. Like, we can always have a hiccup for sure, but we don't. They're 63-17. We are making a powerhouse right now, boys. Wow, we get Terry. I don't really care about this Jeff Wright, but to get Terry right there, I was worried we were going to lose out on him. 10 consecutive wins. At Florida, who's not a great team right now. We're going to just, like, we don't really have much left to do in recruiting. It's just like, where are these big guys going to end up? We'll just keep, all of a sudden, Georgia's going hard at Mark Andrews. All of a sudden, just out of nowhere. I do not give a frick if we get that guy. We might as well go hard after Mark. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it's going to be some big battles down to the end on some of those guys. Georgia, all of a sudden, coming after our boy Mark Andrews. We were barely giving him points because no one else was going after him. Through Florida, 3-7, easy clap. Did we lose a game last year? We didn't. We are on a crazy winning streak right now. We won, I'm not even, but we won 14 games last year, and now we're 11-0. So we are on a winning streak. We got the finalists for the Heisman. Okay, we got the Iron Bowl unranked. Let's just get through this. Actually, might have some visits I could do real quick. Okay, Iron Bowl should be a win, but you never know. At Auburn, we get the dub. This feels like our best team yet, guys. It feels like we don't have luck, and luck was so good, but everything else for this team just feels like we are just firing on all cylinders. So we're gonna just quickly sim through the bye here as well. We're gonna have a few visits on the bye. Oh, we got Fred Warner. Bye week, so let's see who we sign. Didn't get Andrews or this Kirkpatrick guy. We got the three stars. Damn. So that does it for recruiting, and we have Georgia. Let's just take a quick look going into the offseason. So we're way behind on win, neck and neck with Cook. Nice lead there, pretty big lead there, and I don't care about that guy. So how many? We have seven scholarships. I mean, we're going after really 5 guys. So really good recruiting class overall. You can go look at the top classes through the regular season. Georgia's not even on the list. They did get Deshaun though, and Orlando Brown. They're still going to be a really good class. USC, who'd they get? Mixon, Herring, Juju Smith-Schuster. Nice 4-star crop. Okay, there we go. So should be able to get the #1 recruiting class. Okay, #1 versus #5, us and Georgia. Let's look at the top 25. The winner of this probably going to the Natty against probably North Carolina if they beat the Terps. Penn State, LSU, yeah. I'd say the winner of us plays North Carolina. So we need to win this, guys. So Bama did not win it in this season. They didn't win again until 2015. This is 2013, but we are 1 behind right now. So winning this would tie us with Saban through the same amount of years. So freaking massive. Let's go get it done. We're the first ranked offense in the country, 4th on defense. They're a little bit lower on offense, but 2nd on defense. So this is anybody's freaking game, guys. D-Hop is injured still. Crap, it would have been nice to get him back. He should be back for the Natty. They got Sammy, Devontae. They got a squad. We have 3 injuries. They don't really have any. They have their backup receiver. So we're a little more banged up, but we'll see. And how cool is it? They signed Deshaun. We signed Mahomes. I mean, we're going to have Johnny football for the next few years, but going to have those two duking it out, in the SEC. That's crazy. Okay, going to go next quarter. 7-3 Georgia, kind of controlling the first quarter there. 14-10 Georgia, halftime lead. We cannot get our offense going, and we cannot really stop them either. Wow, 28-10, 28-17. Okay, so it's 28-17, our football, and we just scored a huge touchdown. 62-yard rush. Okay, we're stuck 4 in the 4th quarter, and okay, 3rd and 13. Let's watch this 3rd down play. This is huge. 6:19 left. Blake Bortles, Sammy Watkins, Amari Cooper, Devontae Freeman. Like, this offense is freaking loaded. Bortles in shotgun. They got freaking Deshaun Watson coming in next year. What are they got cooked up their sleeve here? Hey, Bortles, we're bringing a heavy blitz. Oh, Kuechly almost picked him off, and Kuechly is jacked. Okay, Bortles, 369 yards passing, but they are going to have to punt that football. Jalen Ramsey, Safarian Jenkins, Brown, Diggs for 18. 5-yard rush, dropped by Manziel. Okay, we got 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Johnny football in shotgun. Here we go. Straight drop. Fires it out to the flat. You got to stay in bounds, and he does. Just able to turn that upfield. Wow. Okay. That was huge. Okay, on the 40. Johnny football in shotgun. Spread set. Drops back, little screen pass. He's able to get it out. Blockers out in front, but the linebacker safety comes in, gets him for a 2-yard loss on the play. That is a great job to fill in that play. Okay, 4:24 left. Stuck. Little play action, roll out Manziel in the flats. You will take that. Good play. Okay, little hurry up offense here. Manziel only 247. Bortles is close to 400. So Bortles is out playing Manziel right now, but We got more time. Little play action again over the middle to Stephon Diggs inside the 5-yard line. Hits the little post in over their head. Stephon Diggs. We are just turning into wide receiver U. Our number one receivers went Julio, Hopkins, and then we're going to have Stephon Diggs. We're bringing in Deebo Samuel as well. Oh, Stephon was open in the flats. Manziel didn't see him. He tries the corner, doesn't hit it. Stephon was open in the flats if he would have thrown that right away. Okay, Manziel, shotgun or pistol look here. Motioning this guy out, motion him back in. Here we go, little handoff, and he's in. That's the backup tailback. There we go, just like that. Okay, we are gonna go next change of possession here. So now Georgia's stuck 3. We're gonna go a little bit, but we will. Oh my goodness, they just drove through this Bama defense. We cannot hang with their offense. We are super talented defensively. So this offense is giving us all we can handle. Little handoff here, gets downhill, breaks a tackle, stumbles forward for the first down. We cannot contain this offense. Devontae Freeman with the nice carry there. You'd like to hold him to 3 here, but it is not looking promising. Okay, Bortles, little fullback dive, and we are able to collapse him. Kuechly comes in and fills, takes him out. Okay, here we go again. Shotgun look, kind of a sprint, gun doubles type formation. Motion this guy down the line of scrimmage. Blake Bortles, what do you got? Drops back, that's a screen pass to Freeman. He has blockers out in front, but oh my goodness, he gets absolutely lit up, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and 8. I don't know who hit him there. The safety of the corner came up and filled him in. Here we go, empty. This is to go up. We're gonna have to kick the field goal. Post over the middle. Incomplete. He was just out of bounds. Bortles has over 400 yards passing, but he just misses out there. That is going to be tie ball game with Johnny Football, a chance to go in drive to win it, and he does make the field goal. So Johnny Football, 150 left, is going to have a game-winning drive at his fingertips. We saw Andrew Luck do incredible things. Johnny Manziel for 11 yards, 14 yards. We are going to watch it here. So we saw Andrew Luck be the most just clutch player. Game-winning drives with 30 seconds left where you need a touchdown. And Johnny Manziel trying to do it after him. Drops back so much time. Now I would like to tuck it and run, but he's going to push it down the field, and he got it. Who was that? Oh my goodness. What a play by Johnny. Sits in the pocket all day to throw. I said, oh, it was incomplete. Safarian Jenkins dropped that. I thought it was complete. That was a great play all day to throw. Ends up being incomplete. That is tough. Okay, Johnny under center. Drops back. Time. Lots of time, but the defensive tackle comes through. You had time, but you can't. That's Joey Bosa. The interior. Oh, Joey Bosa with the sack. Wow. All of a sudden, it went from the Safarian Jenkins play to this. 40 seconds left, 3rd and 18. What do you got, Johnny? A hook. Go. Get upfield. He's got it. Brandon Holycross, our 4th wide receiver, picks up that first down. Oh, yeah. I think we're playing without D-Hop right now, so he's probably our 3rd. Wow. Johnny Football, 3rd and 18. If we win this, that is going to go down in history. Holding the ball too long, and he fumbled it. He fumbled it, but we're able to recover. Oh my goodness. I can't even. Why not use a timeout? We have 3 of them. I can't even call a timeout. Why? You have 3. 20 seconds. Did we just get a false start? Just call a timeout. We have 3 timeouts. The clock management in this game. Oh my goodness. Now I can't. Sometimes there's this glitch where you can't see what down it is. 2nd and 25 or now, I don't even know. Wow, that is brutal. I believe this is 3rd down, and we're going to need about 18-20 yards to get a field goal. Johnny Manziel, what do you got? We still have 3 timeouts. You didn't want to use one. Drops back. Plenty of time over the middle. That's probably field goal range. Johnny Moore, and we're going to call a timeout. Manziel Moore. I wouldn't be getting too excited here, boys. That is well within field goal range. I think we have a pretty good kicker. Let's see. I don't know how long this is, like 45 maybe. Kick is up. And it is good. Oh my goodness. There's going to be 8 seconds left for Georgia. Stuck 3. That was a 49-yard field goal. We're going to watch this kickoff. Johnny made some clutch plays, but those 2 sacks were just brutal. Okay, 8 seconds left. Georgia does have 3 timeouts. So I actually would have liked to kick that into play there. Make them return it and lose 3-4 seconds. But all of a sudden, if they get one 25-yard gain, 30-yard pickup down the field here, they can maybe kick a field goal. So defense, we have a great secondary. We got to make some plays on the back end here. Okay. Bortles all day checks it down. That is okay. So now it's Hail Mary time. 3 seconds left. Looking like we are going to narrowly escape with a win. But defense is are we playing like zero coverage? Do we have safeties back? Hey, this is it. Ball game. Bortles going deep over the top. He had 3-on-2, but that is it. We are going to take this one in a close game with these Bulldogs, and it feels like we are going to be the 2 teams that are just going to be going back and forth. Johnny Manziel, great drive at the end, took 2 bad sacks, but Joey Bosa with a big, they have so much talent. Another really good recruiting class coming in. It is going to be back and forth in this SEC title game. So Johnny, good, not great game. Brown was pretty good. Moore, Jenkins, Diggs should have DeAndre back next week for the Natty. So North Carolina should be who we are facing. We are going to advance week 2 bowl season. So there it is. Johnny actually gets 2nd in the Heisman. Marcus Mariota gets 3rd. So there it is. Yeah, we play UNC. We're just going to hop right into this. This season's going long. So we're only going to watch at the end if it's close. I didn't even look at what their team is like. They have the 2nd. So these are very close teams. My goodness. Who are their top players? I wanted to take a look before we got in. I don't even know what overall those guys are, but they have a few. Our big D end is probable. So D-Hop is playing this week, which should be a huge help. Friggin' D-Hop had 1,800 receiving yards last year. It is in the Superdome in the South, so we should have a bunch of Bama fans here. Okay, let's go to the next quarter. Okay, 7-3 lead us after 1. Okay, 27-6. I think our offense is a little bit too much for them right now. Yeah, so Georgia was really the Natty. North Carolina just was not really on our level. That is decent. Yeah, so 48-6. We just beat them down in the national championship. So there it is. That is going to be our 3rd Natty. So 2013, 14-0. W in Natty versus UNC. There it is, guys. We have now matched Saban. Same amount of national championships in the same amount of years. But he actually didn't win one next year. So he wins it in 2015, 17, 2020. So yeah, we got some wiggle room here. Johnny Manziel, 337, 4 tutties. Rushing, Brown, there we go. Receiving, D-Hop, gained back and just goes off. That is what we were missing, I think. D-Hop is just so good. Clowney, 4 tackles for a loss and a sack. Kuechly gets a pick, and I think that was Kuechly's last game for the Tide. I think he was like maybe even a 4-year starter for Kuechly. And it is crazy, guys. I don't think we lose any, maybe our running back, but we basically don't lose any skill position players, really. We are going to advance to end of bowl season. We'll look at the top 25 All-Americans stats for the year, and then basically we just got to go to recruiting, and that'll wrap us up. This has been my longest recording of any of the seasons so far, so I'll try to go through this a little bit quicker. I don't want these seasons to get too long, but there's just so much to do. Okay, top 25, obviously we're 1. I would put Georgia 2, Kansas, Georgia 6, but Georgia easily could have won the Natty this year. Heisman, we know. Oh, this is the North Carolina QB. Okay. All-Americans. Wow. So yeah, we had some All-Americans. Johnny and 5 O-linemen. Jordan Phillips on the inside. Tyran, Clinton Dix, and our kicker and punter. Crazy. Second team, Safarian. Fuller. I didn't even know he was starting for us. Clowney and Tregan. So yeah, we dominated there. Big Mike, freshman All-American. Stover, Robinson, Chris Jones, and Jalen and Fuller. So wow, we just had All-Americans just everywhere. Let's look at the season stats. Johnny football, 4,100 yards, 47 touchdowns, 5 picks. Really didn't miss a beat. So yeah, we do lose Pat Brown, but we do have this Rashad Taylor next year. And we have, I can't even remember his name, but we got a good recruit as well. Johnny added 557 on the ground, 77 and 7 TDs. Receiving, Diggs was our number 1 receiver. Like, we do not lose a receiver next year. Look at that. Our freaking, yeah, our running back. We still have Diggs, Jenkins, and D-Hop next year. So our passing game should be just sick next year. Defense, we really don't lose much of anything. We're going to lose Kuechly and maybe Tyran. Was that Tyran as well? Yeah, and Tyran. Oh, and Milner, or one of our other corner we're losing as well. Milner, yeah. So we lose some on defense. We still have Clowney, Jordan Phillips, INTs, Tyran. So that's ending up Tyran's career, but had a nice career for us for sure. So there we go. We'll just look passing leaders. Johnny led the way. Diggs wasn't really. Clowney, sacks, nah, nothing. Okay, team stats. We should have the number 1 offense. Yeah. Pass offense. Yep. Rush. No. Points. Yep. Us and SC, North Carolina, were kind of the big ones. Let's look at our defense here. Defense, not near the top. Close on rush. So our pass defense wasn't as good. Points, second. So this has got to be our best team on paper. First in points per game, second in defensive points allowed per game. Best team we've had on paper. Okay. Gonna advance to the offseason. Gonna do, all that good stuff. Big battle with 4 players. Win the Natty. Duh. Of course we're winning the Natty. Our record so far, 92-6. 92-6. Always got to be careful with the players leaving. We could have guys going early to the draft. Technically, Johnny Manziel could leave right now. I don't think he will. He's only a redshirt sophomore. Players leaving. Declaring 3. Jordan Phillips. I really don't want to lose him. Okay, that's who I don't even really care about these two. Obviously, we want them to stay, but yeah, and Taylor. Yeah, cool. So we didn't really lose any big guys. Obviously, we lost a lot of talent, but none early, and no transfers out, which is nice. Okay, transfer requests, nothing. This is it, guys. The big recruiting. How are we gonna do this? I don't think we're actually gonna go after Isaiah Wynn. If I remember, I think we're like 1,000 points behind on him. So to lock him in, yeah, we're 1,500. You would just have to. I don't even care if this guy signs. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna sign. I think I'm gonna go 7,000 to Cook. So that should pretty much guarantee we get him. Then just give the rest to Gary and Mark and just hope we get one of them. It's 1,500 to make up with Isaiah Wynn when we have a ton of good O-linemen. Did we get any O-linemen in this year? Guard, a center, and a tackle. So we got 3 guys in. We do kind of need a tight end. 1,000 point on both. If we got both, whatever, but I just think Isaiah, we're just going to be fighting a losing battle. If we were close on Isaiah, I would have just gave 7,000 to Cook, 7,000 to Isaiah, and just called it a day. Okay, that is what we're going to do. Try to lock in those 3. National Signing Day. Definitely want Cook. If I get one of those 2 tight ends, we're happy. Okay, so we got all 3. Isaiah went to Ole Miss, not Georgia, which is nice. Let's look at National Signing Day. Let's look at all prospects. How many tops? So we got the number 1 player. None of this actually matters. We got the number 6 player, the number 8 player. Where's Mahomes? We got 15, 20. Let's look at top classes. We did get the number 1 class. USC right behind us, though. It was neck and neck with SC. Mixon, Herring, Woods, Schuster for their 5 stars. Georgia, actually, I thought Georgia and Michigan, we were just in it with them, but they got Deshaun and Orlando Brown, some other good players. Michigan, we were in some battles, but they didn't end up getting any 5 stars. So we did get the number 1 recruiting class also, which we needed. Number 1 recruiting class. Cool. There we go. Pretty good. I don't know if it's our best class. Actually, let's just go. We didn't even really go over exactly who we got. It was pretty nasty. Mahomes, McLaurin, Debo, Dalvin, Quentin Nelson for created guys. And then just like a lot of Fred Warner and Mark Andrews, who's a 3-star, but he's actually really good. I don't remember, obviously. Hopefully I made him a sophomore. If I made him a junior, he won't really play for us too much. But let's do position changes. So we have 3 athletes coming in. This guy turned out to be a gem. Good at running back. Yeah, so he's a skill position. We don't really need running backs or wide receivers. This guy's going to be a running back or wide receiver as well. Make him a wideout. Carpenter. Actually going to be a good fullback, which we could actually kind of use. So screw it. We'll put him at fullback. Okay, so Mark Andrews is only a sophomore. So he lost basically 1 year, but I could redshirt him and we'll just get him for a whole nother year as well. Ooh, we need some safeties. Yeah, like secondary. I don't know why I'm just struggling getting these guys locked in. We actually have some good corners, but we basically have 2 good safeties this year. So definitely safeties is a position. We got a safety and corner. We just got to keep going there. Okay. Position change is done. Didn't do anything crazy. We'll just go through training results and we'll just look. Okay, we're going to quickly just go through our roster before I make the next recruiting class. So we got Johnny Manziel, Baker, and Mahomes with this Jackson guy who's kind of a freak, honestly. Taylor starting running back with Yeldon and then Dalvin Cook in behind him. So by next year, it'll be Dalvin and TJ. D-Hop, Diggs, Big Mike as our top 3 receivers with this Moore, Holy Cross, Reyes, McLaurin. Oh my goodness. Our receiving talent is absolutely insane. That's been my number. Like I've been able to just recruit them like it's nobody's business. Look at our tight ends. And then we have these 2 young guys coming in. So tight end stacked. Left tackle, we got Tunsil. Lael Collins with Quentin Nelson in behind him at guard. This Desmond guy looks really good at center. Kurt Phillip with Stover in behind him. Bobo with Robinson in behind him. So we're all good there. Left end, Jadavon Dante. Junior, senior. Yeah, we got to recruit some TJ. Yeah, like still, we got to bring some guys in, but we're still TJ, Mario Edwards. This McDonald looks like he could turn into someone good. Jordan Phillips, Leonard Williams, Chris Jones, Josh George, like just good. But we need to get some young guys in. Linebacker. This is where we have a lot of seniors. We have Warner and Shacknick. Yeah, we definitely got to get some linebackers in. Brian Lawrence and Ramsey. I'm really happy I did that thing where I redshirted this Lawrence guy last year. McCoy, Bobby Allen, Bryant Cook. We've got some young, good guys. Here we got Clinton Dix and Fuller. They're going to be our starting safeties with this Peterson as the backup. Kicker, I forgot to recruit or didn't recruit a kicker, but I got a kicker and a punter. One of them will just have to kick. Team is looking very, very good, guys. There we go. Okay, I'm going to make the next recruiting class and then we'll get rocking. All right, guys, so here we go. We are in the 2014 season, 2015 recruiting class. We are coming off a national championship. That is our 2nd in a row, our 3rd overall. We are tied in the same amount of years as Saban right now. We are coming off a number 1 recruiting class. We only have 4 number 1 recruiting classes right now, and we need 10. And we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got to go 4 for 3 over the next recruiting classes. And we got to get 3 more natties before it is all said and done. Now, 2015 recruiting class, like I said, this is a great class. The best QB class out of any that we will see. Absolutely loaded. Really good running backs. O-line, not much. Receivers, just okay. Good DBs, some good defensive linemen as well. But QBs, we don't really need a QB here at all. We have Baker, Johnny Manziel, and we just got Patrick Mahomes. So I didn't mean to create a recruit. I'm really not going to even go after any of the QBs. I mean, I just don't even think there's a point. Even like, we'll see the group. The group is pretty great right here, though. So look at all prospects here. DJ Moore is the number 1 player in the class. Kyler and Josh, we are the number 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just go down. So we have 5 quarterbacks. Kyler Murray who went to Texas A&M. He's from Texas. Josh Allen, he's from California, went to Wyoming. Joe Burrow, who went to Ohio State. He's looking like he might go there. Lamar, who went to Louisville. He's from Florida. And then the last one is Sam Darnold, who went to USC. He's from Cali. So we're actually first on Allen and Kyler's, but we just got Mahomes. I'm just not even going to waste my time. I think it'll be cool to see these guys go some other places, go somewhere. Maybe we'll play one of them in a big time game coming up here. Okay, then we have 4 running backs. A good, maybe only actually 3. My list got a little, I think it's just 3. So we have Saquon Barkley, Ronald Jones, and Damian Harris. Now, Saquon went to Penn State. Ronald Jones went to USC. Damian Harris went to Alabama. We're actually 3rd on his list, so we'll go after him. I would have liked to have been in the running for Saquon. We don't get super high on a lot of the running back rankings, which... like, I would have loved Saquon. I think that would have been cool. We did just get Dalvin last year, so we're not super worried about it, but so we'll just go there. Okay, wide receiver, we have 3. We got DJ Moore, who's actually the #1 player in the class. For whatever reason, receivers absolutely love us. Look at this. 5-star, 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 5-star. We're first on all those boards. So it's DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley, and Christian Kirk are the created ones. We are first on all of them. Jeez, like... it's just crazy. Like, there's not even a point. If we even get 2 of these guys, we just got Debo and Terry McLaurin last year. We don't really need these receivers, but I mean, we're first on all these boards. Even if we just go hard after the one who wants to come the most, I'd probably want to go hard on DJ or Calvin and just grab one of them and then just let the rest go. Tight ends, we don't have any, but I mean, it's always worth going after one if there's a good one. Maybe we'll just go after this Lawrence just cuz, but he's only a 3-star, so whatever. Offensive lineman, we only have 1 offensive lineman. It is Connor Williams, and we are first on his board. He's from the state of Texas. He went to Texas in real life. Obviously, we always want to try to get offensive linemen in the building, and we're actually not super high on a lot of these guys' rankings. A lot of 3-stars, so we'll go after them, but we do have a lot of good offensive linemen right now, so I'm not too worried about it. Guards, we have no created guards, but the 1 5-star, we're second. Look at the other ones. Probably go after this guy here. We're 6 on his board. Okay, so that's where we're going to kind of stick there for guards. Then wrapping it up with centers, 4-star, we are first on his board. We'll definitely go after him. And maybe this guy as well, 400 in the class. Okay, so that wraps up offense. Now we go to defensive ends. There's a few nice ones. We got Clelin Ferrell, who went to Clemson in real life. He's like the 5th overall pick by the Raiders. Then we got Josh Sweat as well. We are first on his board, so we're gonna go after Sweat. Always, we actually low-key kind of need to get some DNs in. A few of our DNs are a little on the older side, so we're gonna go after those guys. Even if we get 1 in, we'll be in a nice spot. Moving on to D tackle. We do have a ton of D tackles right now. We have 2. We have Christian Wilkins, who went to Clemson as well. And then De'Aaron Payne, who went to Alabama. He's from the state. We are definitely gonna go after him. We'll go after this Wise as well. Looks like it for there. Moving on to linebackers. I don't think we have any outsides, but we are first on Clay. We actually low-key kind of need some linebackers. We have like 3 really good ones graduating this year. Gonna go after those. How far are we on this guy? We're in the mix with this Watson as well, so we'll go after those guys. We do have 2 middle linebackers. We have Tremaine Edmonds and Roquan Smith, and we're actually not high on either of them. We're kind of in striking distance though, and we low-key kind of need some linebackers. We'll go after this Tony Jackson. We'll see where we are. We only have 10 players left on our board, so I can always come back and grab one of those middle linebackers. Okay, cornerbacks, we have 4. We have Dante Jackson, Denzel Ward, who already were his deal breaker requirement. I don't even know what it is. Dante Jackson, Mike Hughes, and so we only have 3. Sorry, they put one of our safeties. So we are first on Mike Hughes. We'll go after him. This Franklin, we're first. We definitely need some corners. Porter will go, even though he's a 3-star. Oh man, I wonder how far out. It's weird that I wonder what his like Denzel's like no-show thing was. I mean, that's only 3 corners we're really going after. I guess we'll go over this Tremblay as well. Honestly, like 800 in the class. Too bad. Okay, we have a really good free safety and a really good strong, and we have Minkah Fitzpatrick. He went to Alabama in real life. We are his #1 choice. We'll grab him. Okay, with the safeties, we do need some safeties. We've got those 3 who all want to come here. We're just gonna go after those 3. Only 4 still left on our board. If we go to strong safety, number 1 in class is Derwin James from Florida, went to Florida State. We are 2nd on his board. We will definitely be looking at that. How far are we on this guy? We're 5th. I think we'll have some athletes we can go after. So that wraps up the recruiting class. As you can see, ton of stars everywhere. We go to athletes. We have a 5-star, 13th in the class. We are 1, 1, 1 here as well. We always do good with the athletes. Like, here's some other just really good athletes we're right there with. I got to do some workarounds. Okay, we did free up some spots on our board there. Wanted to quickly look at, because we kind of low-key need some kickers and punters. We don't really have any that are jumping out to me right there. So we added 35 players to our board, guys. As you can see, pretty freaking good recruiting class. A lot of QBs, which I kind of like because we can spread the love a little bit. Let's see if some people can, you know, build a roster that really can compete against us. Okay, we're going to quickly go through our red shirting. I don't want to lose Patty. You know, we're just not going to redshirt any. I really hope Mahomes doesn't try to transfer out. That'd be super unfortunate. We're going to not redshirt Dalvin and just let him be the 3rd string, get a few carries this year. Receivers, we just have so many. I think I'm just going to do Debo and Wright. Like, look at our receiving core. Absolutely insane. Tight ends, we got Safarian Jenkins as a senior, really good junior, and then a couple of nice, you know, young guys in behind him. Probably just leave them all this year. We'll probably do Brooks here. Quentin Nelson, I don't want to lose him to transfer, so we're actually not going to do him. We'll do the center there. We have 2. Yeah, so there we have really good O-line. D-line, we're going to do this McDonald. We need a little bit more depth at end. We have great defensive tackles. I think I'm going to do George here and just try to buy a year of eligibility with him. Linebacker, we're losing some big ones. So we're losing both our left outsides. We're losing our Ryan Shazier next year. So we kind of need actually like a good linebacker recruit, which I don't even know if we necessarily got. So we're going to have 2 really good linebackers next year, but we don't really have that 3rd starter. Corner, we're going to be losing Lawrence. We only have Ramsey as like from our recruiting class. These other guys look pretty good, but I would like to get some big time recruits in. I'm going to do Bryant Cook. Safeties, we really only have 2 right now. We have Clinton Dix and Fuller. Definitely would like to get a safety in here. If we were able to get Fitzpatrick, that would be huge. Just Peterson looks okay as a backup, but nothing crazy. And then our kicker and punter. So that is where we sit for red shirts. Let's go through the depth chart. Look at our top 3 receivers: Hopkins, Stephon Diggs, and Mike Will. All right, so there we go. Depth chart is set. Let's look at our schedule. Georgia Tech, South Carolina. Our schedule doesn't look as bad as the last few years. We had some really tough games. Like, didn't we open with USC, I think, last year? So not that bad. A B+ schedule, really not bad at all. Okay, we're going to start the season. Okay, let's kind of look where we're sitting. So preseason polls, we got us at number 1, 99 A+ across the board. Penn State at 2 A+. Georgia only A. I think they're going to be stiff competition. North Carolina looks good. SC looks very good. Ohio State looks very good. Utah looks okay. Texas looks pretty freaking good. Miami looks good. LSU looks okay. Michigan looks okay. Any like really A that not ranked high? No, not really. Okay, so that's kind of our biggest competition. Heisman watch, Manziel's got to be, right there. Manziel and Mariota. That makes sense to me. Devontae Freeman at Georgia. You know they like to run the ball. Look at preseason All-Americans. Manziel, Safarian Jenkins, Landon Collins. Nothing on defense, which is kind of shocking. Second team, we got Gibbons, our center, and Chris Jones. Chris Jones, our only All-American defender on first or second team. Kind of surprising. Not going to look through our roster, but oh my God, look at the 99s. Like, we're absolutely stacked. We're going to be the best team on paper probably from now on. But by this time, Alabama was always the best team on paper in real life. So, hey, we gotta win the games in front of us. Florida looks okay, nothing special. Florida State, okay, nothing special. Georgia, not on our level, but this team is built well. They are going to be our stiffest competition. Deshaun looks like he's going to start as a freshman. He's just going to be a 4-year starter for them. Devontae Freeman and Todd Gurley with Kenyon Drake and Alvin Kamara. They're 4 running backs. That is insane. Sammy Watkins, Amari Cooper as their 2 starting receivers. Like, yeah, that'll work. Tight end, they look okay. O-line, Orlando Brown. Oh, there. Okay, some of these guys, their tackles are going to have to play inside. They're going to have to recruit some offensive line. They got young Joey Bosa, Leonard Floyd, Carl Lawson. Like, they are the only team that has really been recruiting with us. Linebacker, they look okay. Reggie Ragland in the middle. Corner, none of our guys, but look like good players. Same with safety, none of our guys, but look pretty good. So yeah, they are going to be right there. I think they're going to be our stiffest competition for sure. Especially we're going to probably have to see them in the SEC championship game. We do have LSU on the schedule. Good QB. They have Derrick Henry. So yeah, they're not going to be a pushover, but we should be the favorite. Miami, Stephon Tuitt. They look decent, but Michigan looked, pretty highly ranked, but I don't think we got to be too worried about them. Notre Dame, no. Ohio State, they looked really good on paper. Huffman, Dean, McKinley, Joe Allen. So not a lot of our guys, but high overalls. Looks like at some really important positions. So they got Jamal Adams, Decker. Yeah, I mean, they look good. They have a 95 QB, and they have a good receiver, 2 good receivers, a good running back. They're going to be right there. Penn State, number 2 in the country right now. James Jones, Ronald Darby, Goldman on the inside. Who do they have at QB? An 88 QB. Yeah, I don't know. I think Ohio State probably looks even better than them, but we'll see out of the Big Ten. Keep going down. Look at Tennessee. We have them on our schedule. They look okay, but not incredible. Campbell's going to be a pretty good QB for them, but I don't think they're going to be too tough this year. Texas, really good on paper. Teddy Bridgewater and Marquise Lee are their 2 seniors who should just be absolutely lighted up this year for them. Some good QBs kind of rolling in behind them. Just okay at running back. 3 nice receivers with a senior quarterback. Yeah, the 2 nice tight ends. This team is going to be a problem offensively for sure. USC was the other team that was like 99s across the board. So they got Mariota. I'm really happy we don't have to play them week 1. We'll probably look through their roster just because I think they also look at their QB room, and they also have Jared Goff. So they're going to lose Mariota after this year, but they're going to have Jared Goff for 3 years as their starter. Tristan Lewis looks pretty good. They got Joe Mixon coming up. Wideouts. Ooh, they haven't recruited great at wideout. They got Juju. Juju is a nice pickup. Tight end. Nice players for sure. O-line, Josh Garnett, nice center. Okay, so their interior offensive line. So everything except their left tackle looks really good. Ends look pretty good, not incredible. D tackles look okay. Linebacker, they have a really nice middle. Linebacker grew is good. Couple of nice corners. None of our guys, but all nice. Safeties, really nice senior safety, and a couple of nice other guys. So yeah, this USC team, I think USC on paper might even look better than Georgia, but I think it's us, USC, Georgia, Ohio State. Okay, I'm going to go through we'll do the auto recruiting here. So we're just going to offer these guys, see if anybody commit right away. So I have a 20% chance. It says, I don't really know how it works if these guys auto committing. So we just got Christian Kirk to commit right away. We seem to do great with wide receivers always. And this is just nice because now if I get these guys to commit, I don't have to spend points on them throughout the year. Just auto sign right when we walk in the room. Looks like one year we got like 5 or 6. Here we're 1 so far. Really nothing. Okay, we got Brian Cooper, a safety. But even if we get 2 out of it, and Gerard Brown. Okay, so we got 2 auto commits right away. We'll take that. Okay, I'm going to make my board and then I'll just show you guys what it looks like. All right, so this is what the board is looking like. The 4 guys we're going after really hard defenders. Derwin James, De'Aaron Payne, Mike Hughes, and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Then we have Connor Williams and Josh Sweat, who are going pretty hard for left tackle and D end. Then we have the more, guys we're putting our feelers out. We'll see after this week where we'll start to put more. A bunch of athletes. So we have 5 athletes, hoping some of these guys turn out to be corners, safeties, just, decent amount of points to these guys. I'm actually going to steal a little bit and just give this guy up a little bit more. Same with this guy Pierce, another athlete. Then we have a D-end, guard, and 2 tackles that we're just kind of, putting the feelers out, and we'll see after week 1 where we're sitting with all those guys. Okay, gonna advance through week 1. We're on a bye, so nothing major obviously is gonna happen. Okay, going back into recruiting. So we're doing well with Ncaa. We're doing well with Hughes. We're doing well with Payne. We're doing well with Derwin. We're right there with Connor Will. Oh, I just took all his points. So we were at 500 for him. We're gonna go up to 600. So it's us and Georgia there. Sweat, we're well in the lead there. So we're actually not even going to give more. Ellison, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. So guys aren't really going hard at the guys. So we're going to give a bit more there. We're doing well there. So the O-line looks like where we're really going to have to. Yeah. These O-linemen are where other guys are going to spend their... Oh, Andy Schuler. Looks like we might be out on that guy. So yeah, we're just going to go hard on these like ends and offensive linemen here. Sim a week. Then we can always pull out. So DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley, like we can always like DJ Moore. It looks like we're still in the lead after week 1. Some of these guys, we can always like look to, like same with this center. We can adjust and start giving points to these guys later once we, kind of pull out on a few guys. Actually, we didn't get really any linebackers. Hopefully some of those athletes can play linebacker. And this Jimmy Clay, so frick. You know what? This tackle we already seem to be kind of out on. So I'm actually going to get rid of him. And we're going to get these 2 linebackers because I kind of forgot we do. We need Jimmy Clay and I like this Tony Jackson. So we're just going to just give them each like 300 points. Just kind of start putting the feelers out for them. We do need some linebackers. We're losing some guys there. So I kind of like those 17 with how the points are looking right there. Okay, we have our first game of the year coming up right here. Georgia Tech on the road. Obviously want to start out with a win. 70-24. We need to go look at those stats. 70 burger on Georgia Tech. So yeah, here was our Georgia Tech game. I want to see what our boys were up to. So Johnny Football, 300 QBR. Holy crap, with 378 yards passing, 6 touchdowns. I don't know if I've ever seen a 300 QBR. Yeldon was a beast on the ground. 143 yards, 3 touchdowns. Receiving, Big Mike blew up. 226. Digg and Hopkins were just okay. So, wow. Those guys. We took it to Georgia Tech. Manziel was incredible. We got FCS right here. I'm actually going to go look at recruiting really quick, though. So, Fitzpatrick, we're doing really well on. Hughes, we're doing really well. Payne, Derwin, we're all doing really well. Connor, we're close. Sweat, we're doing well. Ellison, we're doing decent. Good, really good. Nah, good. Falling behind. Falling way behind. Decent. Falling behind. I don't think we're going to get this Stan Woods guy. Kind of unfortunate. #1 guard in the class. So we're going to get rid of him. Allow us to go a little bigger on some of these other dudes. Jimmy Clay. Okay, advanced FCS should be another 70-pointer. 65-0. We will take that. Put up 130 points in the first 2 games almost. So yeah, doing all right. Okay, we have our first test of the year, 16th ranked South Carolina. Going to quickly go through our recruiting here. South Carolina, biggest test of the year so far. Let's see what we got. 63-14. So our offense is absolutely humming, averaging like 63-ish points a game. I think we scored 70, 65, and 63. So yeah, like over 65 points a game we're averaging, which is absolutely insane. I definitely want to go look at the stats from that one just because it's a ranked team, SEC play, and we boat raced them. So Johnny, close to 300 QB rating again, 284, 3 tutties. Rushing, Dalvin Cook actually got in. Really kind of spreading it around to the runners. Receiving, D-Hop, Williams, Dalvin. We don't really have anyone just standing out. I don't think we actually ran the ball or passed the ball an absolute ton there. Okay, gonna do our visits. The week 11 have been really doing well for me. So we're gonna go week 11 Mississippi State. That's gonna be our main one we're trying to get these guys in at. Okay, Ole Miss, this should be, should be another big win. 49-17. So our whole offense only gets 49 points. Okay, I wanted to quickly come over here because there were such big QBs. I wanted to see where they were going. So it looks like Kyler is going to go to SC. SC's got Jared Goff. So they got Mariota. They're going to have Goff. And then they're going to have Kyler. So wow. Josh Allen might go to SC too. So, oh my goodness. Joe Burrow, Ohio State, Michigan State, Toledo. I'd kind of like to see him go to Ohio State. Lamar looking like he's going to go to Ohio State. So I don't really like that they're all going to, oh my goodness. And USC got Darnold. So USC might get 3 of the, I don't really love that. Yeah, I don't know. And they're both like, weird. Kind of weird school choices. All SC and Ohio State apparently, but there we go. Okay, we got at Kansas State 2-0, but there should be a win, 42-9. Looks like our D is playing pretty good this year. Like I don't think anybody scored even 20 on us yet. We got Illinois, should be an easy win, 45-0. It would be nice to lock in De'Aaron right now and just free up some of those points. So we do get De'Aaron Payne. Oh, I wish I would have brought some of those guys in, some more of those guys in this week. Just because if you look, like we're completely locked in with these guys. So like, when does he visit USC? That's a little scary too. We're before USC. Duke, he just went to, and we're still ahead. We're ahead of Michigan. We should be fine for Hughes. Derwin, wow, there's a lot. So he's in Georgia next week. Yeah, we could lose Derwin for sure. Connor, us, A&M, Georgia. He already went to A&M. We're ahead of Georgia. Might be okay there. Sweat, when's he visit ECU? Right now. So if he doesn't sign ECU this week, we should be okay. So we just freed up a ton of points that we can start spreading around here because of De'Aaron Payne. I do like to see, like DJ Moore. Oh, now all of a sudden Ohio State. As soon as I'm like, okay, we'll go after DJ Moore. Now Ohio State's after him. There's also this kicker. We have the lead on him. We're just going to go after him because why not? We do kind of need a kicker. Okay, 3-3 Arkansas. This should be an easy win. This would put us at 7-0. Yeah, 41-17. We're going to go look at the stats, see where we sit. Starting to get, usually the second half of our schedule is a bit harder. We have Tennessee, LSU, Auburn. No Georgia on the schedule this week unless we meet them in the SEC championship game though. Okay, let's kind of look. So top 25. Let's see how many undefeated teams there are. It's us, Georgia, USC, Texas, Ohio State, LSU are all undefeated. Miami, North Carolina. Wow. So we have some absolute just juggernauts undefeated right now. LSU is going to be a big game on our schedule. They're not a great team, but they always seem to play well. Like, not great overall, only a 91, but always seem to get it done. So we have some big boys undefeated still. Heisman Watch, Johnny Football is in front with Mariota right in behind him, Devontae Freeman. Let's just look at our season stats, see how the boys are looking. Johnny Manziel, 223 rating, 28 touchdowns, no picks, 75% completion percentage. Crazy. TJ Yeldon's been our #1 back along with this Rashad Taylor. Manziel, 247, 4 tutties on the ground. Galvin Cook's got a bit of a run, 3 touchdowns as well. Receiving, we haven't had a #1 guy. Like, Hopkins is averaging 90, Mike Will is averaging 90, and Diggs is averaging 76 a game. So we don't have one guy just jumping out at totally the #1 option, but we're just kind of spreading it out to all 3 of those guys. And they're all, they're all putting in work. So those are going to be our 3 big weapons. Just give it to all 3 of them. Let them do work. Shaq leading the team in tackles. Tackles for a loss. We got Leonard Williams, Anthony Barr, Mario Edwards. Leonard Williams, 4 sacks. Nice start. Ryan Lawrence has the most INTs on our team. TJ Yeldon is our main kick returner. Okay, let's look at, I'd assume we're the #1 offense in the country. Yeah. Total offense 1. Passing offense 1. Points per game, 53 points per game. We're 10 above the next best team. Defensively, I could actually, we're one of the better defenses too. 5th in the country, 4th best pass D. Not as good rush D, and we're the #1 scoring defense in the country. So this is probably our best team on paper right now as far as just statistically what we are doing so far. Okay, Tennessee, at Tennessee, obvious, and we have at LSU next week. So these are going to be our biggest games of the year right here. Back to back, both ranked on the road. At Tennessee, easy win, 56-3 on the road. Oh my goodness. Can one of our guys have been watching and free us up 700 points right now? Like, watch us just shit kick a ranked team on the road. Still just right there with everyone. Oh, it looks like we actually lost out on somebody. Josh Sweat signs with ECU. Damn. Ooh, so Derwin just visited Georgia and he didn't sign. So that's a very good sign. Hughes, where his next visit? Ncaa. where his next visit. That week 11 is just going to be massive. That sucks to lose Sweat. Okay, number 6 on the road. They're not a great team on paper, but they always play us tough. Arch rival LSU 38-19. That is our closest game of the year, but we get it done. And this is going to put us in that week 11 where we have all these boys in for a visit. Mississippi State, they are 2-6. It should be an easy win. All our recruits in for a visit right now. We do get the easy win. Oh, at least 2 of those guys need to sign. I would like Ncaa and Hughes. If we got those 2 right now, I'd be super pumped. We got Connor Williams, Ncaa, and Mike Hughes. And a few smaller guys as well. So, yeah, we just freed up a ton of points right there. Okay, that's actually something interesting to look at. So, we are now 10-0. We have won 38 straight games. We won our last, maybe even... No, we lost maybe like 39 actually, because we lost in the SEC championship game in 2011. Then we won the SEC championship. So that's 1 win. Then we won 14 in a row, 14-0. That's 29 plus 10. We're at 39 straight games. That's got to be a college football record right there. We are really hitting our stride here. So we're still going to be close with Derwin. This guy. Now we can really start, going all out on the guys we really want here. DJ, we're doing well. Kicker, let's just get this guy. Get this Meeks, a 5-star. M. Gray, might as well. So now all of a sudden it's looking like this recruiting class could turn out to be pretty freaking crazy with that. All those guys just signing. Okay, so we can offer 13 still. Look at the top class. We're going to have the top class. We already have 6. Miami signed 10 4-stars, which is nice. Let's go look at those QBs. That was obviously going to be a major thing where these guys. So it's Kyler, Josh, and Darnold all went to USC, which is absolutely insane. Lamar went to Ohio State, and Burrow looks like he's going to go to Toledo or Michigan State. So, I mean, USC, you're going to have... they have Jared Goff for the next 2 or 3 years. So... yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. I would have at least liked, Kyler or Josh to go somewhere else, whatever about Darnold, but it is what it is. The Lamar at Ohio State could be cool. I think they just got a big time receiver too. They're trying to get DJ Moore, and they got Calvin Ridley. So I really like Lamar at Ohio State. Okay, we have our bye week. We are going to advance. Okay, we have Texas A&M, should be a win at A&M, 42-23. The only thing I don't love about our recruiting right now is we are going to be down to the wire. We're going to have so many guys up in the air. It's going to be hard to even give them all the points, We lost this Jacob Davis, but no matter what, we're going to have a really good recruiting class. But hopefully we lock up one or two of these guys, because this is the last week, I believe. Oh, we have 2 weeks of the regular season. So within the next 2 weeks, we gotta lock up a few of those guys just so we actually, spend those 15,000 points in the offseason. Okay, recruiting, number 1. Okay, Auburn, Iron Bowl, they are unranked, but you never freaking know, except we win 58-3. We are trying to go back to back national championships, guys, without losing a game, which would be pretty historic. Obviously, that would put us 1 ahead of Saban's pace as well. But SEC, we're gonna probably have to play Georgia. Okay, we do get the kicker in, which is it's not bad. Let's just look at the top 25. So our regular season is done. We got Miami and us are undefeated. Where's Georgia? Georgia 1 loss, so we'll probably play them in the SEC championship game. Penn State, USC a loss. Okay, so let's get through this week. Okay, advanced week, conference championship. Hopefully we sign even 2 more of those guys, so we don't have to just go too crazy in this national signing day shit with only 15,000 points. We don't. Here we go. Georgia SEC championship game. Feels like it's always us in Georgia. Always the dogs in recruiting battles, everything. They got Deshaun Watson for the next 4 years. We are the number 1 offense in the country against number 5. We are the number 1 defense in the country. This is trying to be the best college football team of all time right here. We have no Johnny Football. 4 weeks. They have no Gurley. Wow. So we got Baker starting for us. I mean, pretty great backup quarterback, obviously, to have, but you don't want your backup in this game. 4 weeks. Johnny will probably be may be ready for the natty if we make it. So, wow. Here we go. We got to win it with Bake. We'll go next quarter. Our like 40 plus game win streak is on the line right now. Trying to go back to back to back national champions. And we have 7-0 lead at the end of one. Okay, 14-13 lead Georgia after 2. Okay, 19-14, but Georgia is driving. They are in the red zone. Here we go. Deshaun Watson, Devontae Freeman. I think they have Amari Cooper and Sammy Watkins, so they are loaded. Deshaun drops back. Oh my goodness, we had the whole defense collapse in on his face. Deshaun had no chance there. Okay, 3rd and 3. Field goal would still be nice for them. That'll put them, one score, right there. But a huge stop if we keep him out of the end zone. Devontae Freeman, linebacker meets him in the hole. Oh, I think he is just short. That is a huge stop by this Tide defense. Devontae Freeman's rushed for 187 yards. It is 4th and inches, and they're going for it. They are going for broke right here. Devontae Freeman in the backfield. Deshaun under center. They're going to, a little draw. We had him, but he fell forward. Devontae Freeman, the little man, gets his legs churning and he falls forward. 1st and goal from the 5. Here we go, defense. Okay, trips to the left here. Freeman and Deshaun in the backfield. Little handoff to Devontae Freeman, and he is in. Oh, that's Kenyon Drake. They have an absolute stable of running backs. We have not been able to stop the run in this game, and that is going to give them the 2-point lead. 3-point, they went for 2 and they got it. Okay. Baker to D-Hop. 2-yard rush. 15-yard penalty. Oh, and we just scored. So Baker to D-Hop for 14 yards and a touchdown. Make the extra points. All of a sudden, we are up 4. Okay. We're going to sim Deshaun. 10 yards by Freeman. Dropped. 3rd and 10. Here it is. Number 1 defense in the country. We cannot let them convert this 3rd and 10. If you're the number 1 defense, you have to stop him here. We're bringing a pressure off the edge. There we go. Pressure off the edge. Force him to throw it underneath the sticks to Sammy Watkins. Rally up, make the catch. We will take that. There we go. Sammy Watkins, new most receiving yards ever at Georgia. So I'm assuming they're going to punt here. They are. Now we need a nice, ball control drive to just end this right here and go to the natty. Deep punt. That should be TJ Yeldon back for the return. Gets upfield, there we go. So 3:47 left. That's what we're looking like. Very close. Same first downs within 20 yards on offense. 4 points separate us. All comes down to this. We need a just end it drive right here. Baker, and that should be the Rashad Taylor in the backfield here. We got to be able to run the ball. Little counter. Rashad does a great job of falling forward. That could have been a loss of 2. Instead, we got 3. We're going hurry up here. Oh my goodness. The clock management can be weird. We're under center. Hopefully they run this down. But we're motioning, so we're just going to snap it. Okay, Baker drops back, fires. Oh, a corner route. Was that Safarian Jenkins? It was. To the tight end on the corner. Why are we going hurry up, guys? Baker has 2 ints on the day. Guys, we're up with 3:20 left. We're up with 3:20 left. Okay, underneath, another first down to Mike Williams. Please don't hurry up. We don't need it. Oh my gosh, and I can't even call timeouts or anything when they're doing this. If we fumble, if we do something here, throw a pick, I'm going to lose my mind. Just run the ball. Baker drop out. Okay, at least it was a draw, and Rashad Taylor pushes for 5 yards on that play. Great. Stop hurrying up. Run the clock. What is going on? There's literally nothing. I can't even call a timeout. There's literally nothing I can do. They're just in hurry up mode for no reason. So, yeah. Okay, it looks like we actually might run this clock down at least. Honestly, it's been a great drive, but there could be a minute left in the game instead of frickin' 2:30 left. And we could have been forced them to use timeout, so. Okay, oh my God, Baker drops back. Don't take a sack, and he throws it away. Run the ball. My goodness, now it's 3rd and 5. We're on the brink of field goal range. It's still field goal is a 1-possession game. I'm probably honestly throwing it here. Baker drops back. Plenty of time. Checks it underneath and we get it. Wow, that's big Mike Williams. That won't do it, but that is huge. Oh my gosh, stop with the hurry up. Huddle up and hand the ball off. And oh my goodness, at least it's a run. You cut right into their D end. Can we huddle? Force them to use a timeout? Okay, they do use their timeout there. That's good at least. Okay, Baker under center. Run the rock. We'll stretch. Rashad's got the edge. Boom, puts his head down. That is a great tackle by the safety, though. A first down basically ends it there. Now, all of a sudden, it is 3rd and 1. If Georgia gets a stop, we basically have to kick a field goal. Go up 7. If not, if we get this, then it's game. Baker drops back, fires it in the flats. I think they gave us that. I thought it was short. Please do not hurry up. We are going to huddle. That does it for their timeouts. I mean, I don't think you could quite knee it out right here, so just run the ball. Run the ball. Baker drops back. Do not throw a pick. Do not throw a pick. Drop, jump. There we go. That's perfect. Rashad Taylor underneath. Do not hurry up. Why are you hurrying up? Baker's played well other than the 2 picks. I don't know what is with this hurry up shit. 147 left. Do not snap this to like 1 second left on the clock. This is an old game, so you can't get too mad at it, but like 2014. They should know how to, do clock management in these games. It can be just ridiculous sometimes. Okay, there we go. Snap it. Throw it at the corner, but we're out of bounds. We don't keep the clock running and we're short. Oh my goodness. So now if you don't punch it in here, you're going to give them 50 seconds and all they need, and I mean, they need a score, like if we kick a field goal, but wow. Okay. Oh, we have a huge push and that should do it right there. Great drive. I don't know. The clock management was weird, but altogether a great drive by Baker Mayfield. That will do it unless something insane happens. They do hit some huge passes there. Deshaun throwaway. Watch it right here. 3rd and 10. Deshaun stuck 10. Need a touchdown and onside kick. So right here, Deshaun drops back, finds his guy in the flats who actually scores. Oh my. All of a sudden, they are an onside kick away from having a shot. So 2-point conversion. Yeah, they are stuck 3. So onside kick. Georgia needs it right here. Stuck 3. Pops up. Out of bounds. That should be Alabama football. And that is all she wrote. I am going to call the knees because sometimes the kneeing can be absolutely bizarre in this game. QB kneel, victory formation. We are going to our 3rd straight national championship. We do it with our backup quarterback against our arch rival. That's going to put us at close to 50 game win streak. Crazy. Let it hit double zeros. There it is. Conference championship. I don't know why someone was doing chomp chomp, but 4 total TDs, 360 yards, two picks from Baker. But yeah, we win it. Backup QB, beat a top 10 team. Definitely our toughest game of the year. I don't think we had another game within like 10, 15 points. So there we go. We'll look at the player stats really quick. Baker, 366, pretty good. Rashad, who's definitely our running back today, 87 yards. D-Hop had 211 and a touchdown. Diggs didn't get any run. If we look at Georgia, Watkins had 77 yards. Devontae killed it on the ground, almost 200 yards and a touchdown. Deshaun, they're running the ball up at 248, 2 touchdowns as a true freshman. Deshaun is going to be a scary matchup for us over the next 3 seasons. Okay, so there it is. So we are going to play either Miami or USC in the national championship. We're just going to advance and we will see. Wow. I guess Johnny Football got hurt at the end. So Mariota is going to take home the Heisman. So yeah, we're going to face undefeated Miami. Let's look at their roster. We did look at them preseason. I mean, I'm rather playing them than USC with Mariota. This is definitely going to be the easier game, but probably not a walk in the park. If we look at it, Stephon Tuitt, like they have some 90s, nice 90 quarterback, only a junior, speed on him. Nice, couple of nice running backs, decent receiving core, really nice tight end room. O-line looks just okay. O-line's definitely serviceable, but not incredible. Great end into it. Gonna be the captain of their defense. Another, yeah, they have a nice D-line. Nice, really nice outside linebacker. Couple of nice group of corners with Vernon Hargraves in the mix there. Hartman looks pretty good. Yeah, so good team. Not on our level on paper, but hey, it's any given Saturday here. Yeah, you just got to get it done. You got to get it done. I actually want to look at our injury report. I'm guessing Manziel will be questionable. Okay, no data, so Manziel should be ready to go. We're gonna play this sucker. We're gonna see what happens. They're 97 overall. This is not a walk in the park, but we should get it done, and this would give us our 4th natty, 3rd in a row. So yeah, their 8th offense, we're 1. We're 1st defense, they're 17th. Says Johnny, but I looked at the injury report. Okay, no, Johnny should be playing. Maybe he's not 100%, which might leave the door open. This looks like it's in Miami too. So this is in the Orange Bowl. Home field advantage for Miami. So that's just how it kind of worked out this year. So that is huge for them. Okay, let's go into the quarter. Okay, 0-0 after 1. Not expecting that. Okay, 20-7 lead for us. Okay, 20-14. They are punting the ball to us, I believe, though. Yeah, they're punting the ball to us. Johnny, Taylor, D-Hop. Okay, here's a big 3rd and 10. Let's watch this. So if we get this, we're going to be in a nice spot. If we have to punt it back to them with 5 minutes left, I mean, it's a 1-score game. They score and kick an extra point there in the lead. Manziel drops back. He's going deep, wide open. Was that D-Hop gets behind the defense. Johnny Manziel to DeAndre Hopkins, wide open. That is a coverage bust. Wow, NCAA record for most receiving touchdowns in a career. DeAndre Hopkins, 61. He has been an absolute freak for us. I think this is actually probably his last game of his career. So that could be quite the exclamation point right there. We'll go through them. 3rd and 8. Yeah, I think we were just too much for this Miami team. Yeah, there it is. That's basically going to do it. 33-14. 4th and 12. They get it. Yeah, we're just going to go to the end of the game here. That will do it, guys. They do score a late touchdown for the U, but that is a 33-21 victory in the Natty. That is our 3rd straight national championship, something that Nick never did at Bama. So W in Natty versus the U. We actually played some pretty big schools too. We beat LSU, North Carolina, and Miami. So not exactly just like nobodies. Player stats. Johnny played well. 422, 4 TDs. We'll take it. Taylor was just okay on the ground. D-Hop, 185 and a touchdown in his last college game, I believe. Yeah, redshirt senior. We definitely got to go look at his career stats because I have a feeling they are going to be pretty freaking insane. That is it. So 4 now. We are on obviously a great track. Just to tie Saban over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons, we need 2. To beat him, we need 3. Okay, we're going to advance through this week. We're going to look at the stats. I do want to look at, like I said, D-Hop's career. Go look at what other guys we have graduating. Defenders, it's always can be a little bit, it's hard to, they don't put enough stats, like crazy sack numbers and stuff through these sims. But we had Julio for 4 years and D-Hop for 4 years as just kind of our stud #1 receivers, and neither of them disappointed. D-Hop might have been better than Julio, honestly. So there it is. Most receiving touchdowns through a career, DeAndre Hopkins. Most receptions through a career, most receiving yards through a career, most receiving touchdowns. So, but that one was an NCAA stat. That wasn't just an Alabama stat. Okay, look at season stats. So Manziel got hurt, missed a game or a few games. He still had 48 touchdowns and 3,900 yards. Baker played well. Baker will never be the starter for us because we're going to start Mahomes, but TJ Yeldon, Rashad Taylor as our running backs. That's going to be it for Rashad. So it should be TJ Yeldon and Dalvin Cook totally running the show next year. Johnny also added 5 on the ground. Receiving, D-Hop 1,400 yards, 1,000 for Mike Will, 936 for Stephon Diggs. So that our threesome there was just basically impossible to stop. Oh yeah, so D-Hop actually got hurt last year. He's a 2-time Biletnikoff winner. 18, yeah, so he had really 2 stud seasons. Last year, he was averaging 110 yards per game. He just got hurt, but his sophomore and senior years were incredible. His sophomore year, one of the best receiver seasons ever. 1,800 yards and 22 touchdowns. That is sick. We're still going to have Stephon. We're still going to have Mike Will next year. We do lose Safarian Jenkins. Defensively, Shaq leading the way. Leonard Williams. We're losing Anthony Barr. We're losing Clowney. Clowney, like I said, like they just don't put up. He had 8.5 sacks one year, but they just don't put up crazy sacks and tackles for a loss through the sim. We do lose Shazier as well, kind of the man in the middle of the last few years. QB sacks, Leonard Williams and Jordan Phillips dominate on the inside. Lawrence McCoy for picks. Yeldon as our kick returner. We can look at passing leaders. Manziel led the country, even getting hurt. Rushing leaders, we weren't even close. D-Hop led the country in receiving yards. Quickly look at the team stats. So we were the #1 offense, #1 passing offense, #1 points per game. Look defensively, #2 in yards, in total yards, #3 in pass yards, and number like 10 or something in rush yards, and #1 scoring. This has got to be our best team so far. Yeah, that's got to be our best team on like start to finish we have had yet. Okay, so we are going to advance week now. We're going to go to end of season, go do all our end of season stuff. We got some big battles. We won the BCS. Yeah, we're going to view our contract. We are going to keep running it. We are so far 106-6 at Alabama. Advance to next stage. Yeah, we got a few new coordinators in. Okay, transfer. Glenn McDonald. Hey, we don't want you to leave. Very low, so I'm not even gonna waste my time. George, we definitely don't want you to leave. Promised players, college. Yeah, you need to stay in school. Stover, hey, one of our big time guards, only a sophomore. Hey, yeah, mama would kill me, no doubt. We have one end. I didn't really want to lose an end, but that's how it's gonna play out. We have a bunch of first round projected players. Advanced next stage, transfer requests. I doubt we have any big time transfer requests, obviously. Yeah, nothing. Let's go recruiting. So we have 11 scholarships remaining. We only have 8 guys we're even going after. So we're not going to fill up the whole class for sure. We are going to go hard on Derwin. I don't want to lose Derwin. He's just too good. Absolute freak. To get him and Ncaa in the same recruiting class would be actually incredible, and safety we low-key need. So we're gonna go pretty hard on him. Like I said, we do have an 1,000-point lead on Georgia, but I just don't want to screw around. 7,000 there. We're gonna just say no to him. Guy Pierce, we're gonna give him a bit. We have 1,000-point lead. Can we get away with 2,000? We'll see. Jimmy Clay, can we get away with 2,000? Outside linebacker, we need linebackers. Ricardo Brown, we have a 1,300-point lead. Can we get away with 2,000? I don't even know if we're going to be able to spend 2,000. Tim Gray, we're just going to have to hope. Him, we're not even going to go after. And if we gave 2,000 to Meeks, if we got Derwin and 2 of these other guys, I'd be happy. Not going to be our biggest recruiting class for sure, which I don't love, but there we go. We're going to go for it. If we don't sign at least 3 of those guys, that might get us out of this #1 recruiting class too. Okay, we got Derwin, Ricardo, Jimmy Clay. So I said we'll probably get 3. We end up getting 3. We did get the #1 recruiting class. But we only had 4 scholarships remaining. So yeah, we signed 21 players, 7 5-stars. So yeah, USC had a great recruiting class. A lot of 3-stars for them. Miami didn't get the studs, but got a lot of good players. Georgia, not as good of a class as I would have thought. There we go. Okay, National Signing Day, #1 recruiting class once again. Alabama did get the #1 recruiting class that year. That ends. Alabama went on a 5-year run from 2011 in real life. So 5-year run from 2011 to 15 of getting the #1 recruiting class. Then they get second, then they get first again, then they get 7th, then they get first again, then they get second, then they get first again. So yeah, they basically don't let up. So we can't let up. Oh no, I just simmed through position change. Okay. No. Wow, all my athletes. Frick. I signed like 4 athletes and I didn't even get to put them where I wanted them. Oh no, and I have no way of knowing. Shoot. Okay, we're just gonna have to go to cut players here. I don't know. where I didn't get to put all, I think I sound like 3 good athletes. I don't even know what positions they went to. Kind of sucks. Okay, we're going to quickly just look at the roster for next year. Then I got to make the next recruiting class and get going on the next season. So, bunch of 99s all throughout. Once again, we're going to be the best team on paper, basically from now on. We have Johnny Baker, freshman Patty Mahomes, and this Brian Jackson fella. Good player. But yeah, this is Johnny's last year. We're going to start Mahomes over Baker next year. I don't care, even if one's a 98, one's a 99. We have TJ Yeldon, only a junior. Dalvin Cook, Danny Jackson, and behind him, good running back room. Fullback, don't care. Wide receiver, Stephon Diggs, Mike Williams. We got this Holy Cross. We got this Tim Reyes, Terry McLaurin, Deebo Samuel, DJ Moore, Christian Kirk. I mean, it's every receiver wants to come to our team. I don't know what to tell you. We got this Marquez Smith in his final year. We got Mark Andrews and Gary Kirkpatrick as our 3 tight ends. Really nice tight end room. We have Laramie Tunsil, only a sophomore. Connor Williams in behind him. Nice, just spread you out right there. Lael, Quentin Nelson, Matt Bradley. Freshman, I'll probably play Quentin, one of those guys in it. Yeah, I'll probably Quentin Nelson in at center this year. Stover and Phillips. Senior there. Oh my goodness, we are just loaded. Dante Fallier. We honestly need some ends. Like we got still good, but we have 3 ends. Junior, senior. Yeah, we got to get some more ends, but we're still in a good spot. We have Leonard Williams on the inside with Chris Jones, Josh George, Garrett Powell, and we got De'Aaron Payne as a freshman rounding it out. So really good interior. Outside linebacker, we really have 3. Like linebacker is low key kind of not a weakness, but not what it's been. We've been kind of linebacker and I have not been recruiting the best. So this year we have got to get because I think Shaq's going to be a senior too, right? Yeah. So we're basically going to have Warner next year, and this guy looks pretty halfway decent, Jimmy Clay. So corner, we got Jalen, we got Mark McCoy, Bobby Allen, Bryant Cook. We got this Mike Hewson, another nice guy, and Antonio Porter. Safeties, we're now looking nice. We got Fuller, Fitzpatrick in behind him with Brian Cooper, another freshman. Then we got Derwin James and Tim Peterson. So really nice there. Got freshman kicker and a sophomore punter. Should be all good there. So once again, we look like studs. We look great. Gonna make the next recruiting class and we'll get back into it. All right, guys, so here we go. We're going to start the 2015 season. We just wrapped up the 2014 season. We are coming off our 3rd straight national championship. That is going to give us 4 on, through the sim. At this point, Nick Saban has won 3 at Bama, but he does win 1 this upcoming year in 2015. So if we don't win this year, we are tied. If we do win, we are going to stay 1 ahead of him still. And to be honest, he won all his natties by 2020. I'm giving myself till 2021 just so we go till current years, but he actually did them, won them all 6 in like 13 seasons. So crazy. So here we go. 2014 year. That is going to be the 2015 recruiting class. It is a pretty good one. Not doing that. Very good along the D line. I'd say D line and receiver. Honestly, defense in general is very good. It's basically receivers and defense are where we're going to have some standouts. Some okay QBs as well. Well, good QBs. Okay. Derek Brown, number 1 player in the class, but we're going to go by QBs. There's Dwayne Haskins, Jalen Hurts, and Justin Herbert are the 3 created QBs. We're not really high on any of their lists except this 4-star. We might as well go after him just as like a backup type player. We got Patrick Mahomes, who we're going to have for 3 seasons, so I'm not worried about QB after we still have Johnny for 1 year. Then running back, we only have 1. It is Miles Sanders, and we are not on his list. We got this 4-star. We'll just go after those 3 4-stars right there. If we look at wide receivers, it's a pretty good wide receiver class. There are 4 of them. There's Michael Pittman Jr., who went to USC. USC's first on his list. There's Chase Claypool from Canada, from BC. He went to Notre Dame in real life. He's looking like Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan. Then there's AJ Brown and DK Metcalf, who both went to Ole Miss. Ole Miss is first on both their, or second on both their lists after us. Receivers just are obsessed with coming to us. We are receiver U. The amount of good receivers we get, I'm only going to go after those 4. I don't want to go after too many, because we really don't need them. But I mean, if AJ Brown, DK, they want to come, we're going to, make room. Tight ends, we don't have any created ones. The 4-star there, honestly not. Tight ends aren't really wanting to F with us here. I might even go after this guy because we're kind of in his wheelhouse still. Yeah, maybe even we do kind of low-key need a tight end in this class. If we go tackles, there's only one offensive tackle. It is Jonah Williams, who from California, he did go to Alabama in real life, but we are not on his list. We always are trying to get 1 or 2 tackles in each class. Got this 4-star. Go after this 3-star, 4-star, 4-star. We'll go after this guy as well. Always want to go hard on the offensive line. We have no guards, so we'll just kind of look here. Go after these 3-stars maybe. But big guards aren't really on us. And then there's one center. It's Landon Dickerson, who did go to Alabama. I think he started at Florida State, then transferred to Bama. But yeah, we are not on his list, which is kind of unfortunate. I would have liked to pick him up. Got a few 3-stars. We'll go after those. Those guys look like they could be decent players. So O-line, not great recruits looking our way, but okay, defensive line, this is where it gets crazy. So D-end, we have 3 of them, I believe. It's Rashawn Gary, Nick Bosa, and Brian Burns. So 3 really good players. We're on all their lists in the top 4, so we're going to go after all 3. Might as well. Never can have too many D linemen, obviously. A couple of 4-stars there as well, who are pretty high on their list, so we'll go after them. Then D tackles. This is probably the best D tackle class we will ever see in any of these recruiting classes. We have 5 of them. We have Derek Brown, who went to Auburn, Quinton Williams, who went to Alabama, Dexter Lawrence, who went to Clemson, Jeffrey Simmons, who's a star for the Titans right now, he went to Mississippi State, and Ed Oliver, who went to Houston, who plays for the Bills right now. I think all these guys were first-round picks. All like 5 of the best interior linemen in the league. So we are going to be first on Simmons and Quinton's list. We're second on Derek Brown. So we're going to go after all those guys. Wow. Interior linemen love coming to us as well. Our board is really filling up. We do need linebackers too, so I might actually even have to drop some of these guys off the board as we go through it. So linebackers, there's only one created guy, I believe, and it's Isaiah Simmons. So we are going to go after him. We do need linebackers. We're first on his board. That would actually be a low-key pretty huge pickup. We'll go to middles. I don't believe there's any created. Oh, there is. There's Devin White. We are not on his board though. This Battle, we're third. We'll go after him. This King maybe. Oh, and this Billings. How far out are we on Billings? I kind of want to go after Billings as well. We are definitely going to have to drop some guys out of our thing here. Okay. Corners. We need corners. We have 3. Stephon Diggs, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. You can't type that many letters. That's why I had to cut it off at Johnts. And then Byron Murphy. We're going to go after Diggs and Murphy. Okay. I'm going to quickly have to go get some people off our board and then I'll just continue. So okay, I did drop some guys, so we're gonna have some more spots here. Definitely Diggs. We always need corners. Like we're not that far. We'll go after Chauncey just in case. Safeties, we actually don't really need safeties as far as like starters or anybody. I don't think we have any created safeties. We'll go after this Moore guy. We're 4th on his list, but 4-star. Go after him. Strong safeties. Once again, we have none and we don't really need any. Yeah, we're not going to go after any of those guys. We have a really good safety room right now. We just got Ncaa and Derwin James last year. So then athletes, we always do well with the athletes. This guy, 13th player. Gonna go after those 5-stars. Hard because like, oh man, these athletes, there's so many top 100 players. But it's like we only can go after so many. But we can always go back and add some more guys. So that is the recruiting class, guys. That is what it's going to look like. So not as good, I don't think, on paper as the last 2 recruiting classes. I think those are maybe the 2 best recruiting classes of the whole time. But pretty solid, and we should be able to just keep rocking with those. Okay, we're going to go through red shirts here. So we're not going to red shirt anyone. We're going to let Baker just be the backup for his final season. Dalvin, sophomore. That's low-key kind of a smart time to make him, because we got this Danny Jackson and TJ Yeldon. We'll do Dalvin. Hopefully he doesn't try to leave because of that. We got Stephon Diggs in his senior year, Mike Williams, Holy Cross, Reyes, McLaurin, Taylor, Debo Samuel, DJ Moore, Christian Kirk, and this Gerard Brown. Our receiving core is insane. I'm gonna do DJ Moore and just hope he doesn't try to transfer out. Even if he does, though, it's not really the end of the world. We're gonna do Kirkpatrick here just to try to buy us some time there. I'm gonna do Ricardo Brown. I think we're gonna start Quentin Nelson at center, so we're not gonna do him there. Right tackle, good. Ends, we're just gonna do this Willis guy. The tackles, we're gonna do Darren Payne. Actually, you know what? We'll do Chris Jones this year, which is kind of cheap, but we have so many interior linemen, we can just buy Chris Jones a year there. Yeah, linebacker, we're low-key we really got to get some linebackers in, like really bad, or we'll have to like move Derwin James to linebacker or something, because we're losing Shaq next year and we're basically gonna have one like legit starter. So yeah, Mike Hughes we're not gonna do. We'll do this Brooks guy. Got McCoy and Ramsey as our starters there. Free safety, nice group. We're gonna do Brian Cooper, put him on the bench. We got Derwin starting with Peterson in behind him. We got a good kicker. We got a good punter. So we should be ready to rock. Going to go through our depth chart here. We are going to be starting Manziel, not Baker. I love you, Bake, but you're not starting. TJ is going to be our starting back. Wide receiver, I'm actually going to play Terry McLaurin as our wide receiver 3 than this Holy Cross guy. I'd rather go with the young guy, freshman. You know, he's going to be our #1 receiver probably in 2 years. So let him really get into the mix. Speed, athleticism in the slot. Tight end right there. Left tackle Tunsil. Collins at there. We're gonna do Quentin Nelson as our starting center. Right guards. Yeah, our O-line is crazy good this year. Ends, we got Fowler with Watt as the background. Edwards with Watt as the background. Backup. I don't know why I'm saying background. Get this Joseph guy in the rotation. Really good D tackles. Clay will be our starting left outside. Middle, we're good. We're good at right outside, but we do need some depth there. Whoa, why would our D tackle? Jeez, we're not having this guy be our friggin' backup middle linebacker, guys. Yeah, we do. We need some more linebackers, though. We really do. That's we did so good with linebackers for a while that I got kind of lazy with it, you know? That is something we're definitely going to have to recruit better here coming up. Or honestly, next year, we might have to move, like I was saying, we might have to move. Yeah, we might have to move Derwin James into linebacker. Yeah, okay, so depth chart, good to go. Go to custom schedule here. B+ schedule, nothing really tough at the start of the year. LSU, Auburn, yeah. So we don't have Georgia on the schedule. We don't have any like super tough week 1 game like USC a few years ago. Okay, start season. All right, we're going to start with the preseason polls. We have not lost a game in 3 years. So yeah, we're going to be the #1 team. USC 95 overall, Penn State 97, Georgia, I think probably throughout the rest of the whole sim will be our stiffest competition. Ohio State, UCLA looks okay. Miami looks pretty good. Texas looks good. A&M looks pretty good. Those look like going to be our biggest competition for sure. Okay, let's look at preseason All-American. Oh, Heisman, Manziel should be right there. Yeah, Devontae Freeman, Manziel, Derrick Henry at the top. Preseason All-Americans. We got Johnny Football, Devontae Freeman, Leal, Phillips. So we have 2 offensive linemen. Leonard Williams at D tackle. Nobody in the secondary. Second team, we got Big Mike Williams, Laramie Tunsil, Bobo, and not a lot on defense. Kind of surprising. I think we had 7 altogether though, so that's pretty good. Okay, we're just gonna look through some of the rosters here. Look who's gonna be our stiffest competition. So Florida, nothing. Florida State, nothing. Georgia, gonna be our toughest competition. Oh my god, look at their running back room first. So Deshaun Watson, only a sophomore, 96 overall already. He is gonna be an absolute problem. Look at their running back room. Devontae Freeman 99, Todd Gurley 99, Kenyon Drake 98, Alvin Kamara 96. And they're gonna have Kamara for 2 years after this when all 3 of those guys leave. Wow. Wide receivers still got Amari Cooper. None of our other guys, so they're gonna have to recruit soon. Ooh, yeah, and there are a lot of seniors. This guy's pretty good freshman. They're bringing in some decent freshmen, but this is Amari's lad. They lose a bunch of senior wide receivers this year, so gotta replace some of those guys for sure. O-line, Orlando Brown, nothing at guard. Center's just okay. Oh, so they have not been recruiting enough offensive linemen. That could be our big spot we have over them. They have Joey Bosa, Leonard Floyd, Carl Lawson, 3 great bookends, Pittman, Brown. So they have some decent interior linemen, okay outsides, Reggie Ragland, and then Tremaine Edmonds in behind them. Decent outsides there. Corners, McGill, some decent corners, 2 really good safeties with Walker and Olsen. And this Pennington is only a sophomore, should get pretty good. So not as good as us, obviously, but very, very good. They could beat us any day of the week. Like, we're going to have to probably play them in the conference championship game, and it is going to be bloodbath. We're going to have to play Derrick Henry here late in the year at LSU. Miami, who we faced in the national championship last year, I believe. We did beat them, but pretty good team. Michigan looks okay. I didn't notice Ohio State actually high up in the rankings. They look okay. I know they've been getting some decent recruits, but we'll have to see. Doesn't look like they're going to be great this year. Penn State was good. Darby, Goldman. Who's their QB? Kramer. Yeah, Kramer looks okay. They have this Damon Marshall, only a sophomore. Actually looks like he could be pretty good next year. So that'll be interesting. Penn State looks pretty good. Could meet them in the Natty for sure. Tennessee, no. Texas was pretty good on paper. Who's their QB? Did they just not get a good recruit? No. They have this Antonio James Jr. in behind him. Ian Lambert looks okay as a freshman. Yeah, they look like a good team overall, but definitely not, on our level. But some good players for sure. A&M was like a 97 overall. Not really. Oh, they have JT Barrett at quarterback. Good player. Not a ton of our guys, but they look like a pretty decent squad. Then we have USC, who probably should be right there with us. They got Jared. Yeah, we're going to go through. It looks like us, Georgia, and USC on paper. And they got Josh Allen and Kyler Murray coming in. They got Goff. They got his other senior quarterback. They have Goff for the next 3 years. They just have, like Murray and Allen are basically never going to play. Good running back room. Sophomore Joe Mixon as well. Wideouts, decent, but not incredible. They got young Juju coming up in the ranks. Not great tight ends. Nice left tackle, or okay. Really nice guard. Decent center. Nice guard. Yeah, they have a good O-line. Some nice DNs. Yeah, some really nice DNs. Nothing wrong with that at all. Couple of nice D tackles. Linebacker, nice middle. Outsides are just okay, though. Corners, okay, not great. Safeties, not great. So not our level. I don't even know if they're quite Georgia level, but I'd say us 3 are the best teams in the country. All right, we're going to quickly go through recruiting here. We're going to do the auto commit thing. Offer to everybody, see who commits, and then we'll divvy up our points off of that. No DK, AJ. Okay, so we got AJ Downs. Nice center. I'll take that. Got Quinnen Williams. Beastie tackle. He's from Birmingham, Alabama. He did go to Alabama in real life. So that is a huge get. Okay, just those 2, but we will take it. That is a good start. Okay, I'm going to divvy up my points, and then I'll let you guys take a look at it. All right, so this is where we're kind of looking at the start. Isaiah Simmons is our #1 target. We need linebackers. Then I have the 3 corners all kind of right there. If we even just get one of these guys, we'll be happy. 2 will be ecstatic. Then we have kind of the defensive lineman, Simmons, who we don't even really need since we just got Quinnen, but Brian Burns, Bosa, Gary, we're kind of just going to see which one of those DNs likes us the most, probably go after him. Then we have a group of more linebackers, Battle, Bryant, and Billings. Then we have another linebacker here with King. Just going to kind of see who wants to come to us the most. Actually, I don't even know. This 3-star, we'll probably get rid of him, actually. And then maybe one more offensive lineman. Or actually, this tight end. We actually kind of low-key need a tight end. So we're going to bring this tight end up. So then we have a tight end and a tackle. Then I just offered all those scholarships, so we're going to have some more points free up here. And we'll kind of see where we're sitting with all those guys and who else we want to go after hard. So we're going to advance through week 1, just a bye week, see where we're at. Here we have Western Michigan. This should be an absolute cake blowout. 45-14. I honestly thought it would have been worse. So Western Michigan gave us a bit of a game. Not really, but Didn't put 70 on them. Okay, gonna go back into our board here, take a look. So Isaiah, it's us in Georgia. Looks like maybe Tennessee. Diggs, us, Georgia, Notre Dame. Murphy, looks like we're gonna probably get Byron Murphy. Jeffrey Simmons, we're right there, but it's close. Nick Glover, we're falling behind with this guy. Gary, really close. Battle, close. This guard, we're doing well, and we're not really too worried about him. This guy, we're doing good. Billings, we're doing good. I'd like to get that Glover right there. Right there. We're good with like DK. No one's going after DK and AJ. We're really falling behind. We don't really need a D tackle, honestly. So we're going to get rid of this Sullivan. Free up those points. Pollard, we're falling behind a little bit. AJ, we're right there. Green, we're right there. Hollins, we're right there. This Wagner, Notre Dame really wants this Wagner. I don't even know what position he's going to play. You know what? I think it's worth it just to pull the plug on this dude. Say, you know what, Kellen, I don't even know what you want to play. We're not going to like kill ourselves to chase you. And that's going to free us up some points to lock up some guys who are in closer battles with that might be more important. Isaac Battle, Rashawn Gary, Nick Glover, Jeffrey Simmons. We can go a lot harder on these guys now. Yeah, like that. So now we are going after, so we whittled it down a little bit there. 17 right now, plus we've already signed 2. Okay, second game of the year, we have Navy. Should be a blowout, 43-10. So our offense is, last year early in the year, we were putting up 70 burgers on people. We were lighting fools on fire. So not quite the same so far this year. Okay, we got some recruits ready to visit. Okay, next game at South Carolina, so the road, but, you know, not a great team. Should get it done. 52-21, we do. Okay, some more recruits ready to visit. So we're falling a bit behind with this Pollard, doing well with AJ, and, like, I don't know. I'm, like, barely, I'm not even trying to recruit AJ or DK. Just no one else is recruiting them. It doesn't even make sense. 2 5-star, just sick receivers. Falling behind, doing well with Billings. But we're falling behind with Battle. We got to give Battle a little more love, I think. How are we doing with these 5-stars? These guys are just hard. You don't want to pull points. Like Byron Murphy, we're doing really well, but you don't really want to pull points from him because, you know, like you don't want to end up losing them. So I don't know. It's a tough, you know, rope to walk. I'm going to steal 100 off him just because we do have a big lead. And I want to get this Battle guy. Yeah, that's where we sit. It's advanced week. We got at Ole Miss. They are ranked, but should be a win. 52-10. Okay, next, Old Dominion. Should be a win. And then we have ranked high. This is actually a big game. So we get a big win there, Old Dominion. We have A&M, who's ranked. If they don't lose that game that we just simmed, they should be close to the top 10. They were ranked 12th before. So and they were like a 97 overall. We are at home, which is nice, but this could be a big game. I actually think we're bringing in Byron Murphy for a visit this week as well. I'm trying to just kind of lock him down right now. It would be huge to lock down Byron Murphy this week and get a W. That'd give us 700 extra points, obviously beat a ranked team. 45-0, blank out A&M. We are on an absolute roll right now, boys. Haven't lost in 3 years and 5-6 games. So yeah, I don't know. We are on a roll. We get Byron Murphy. So I think that's something I got to kind of low-key do. If there's someone I see we have a big lead on, I think I got to bring him in for a visit a little bit earlier. Like it would have been nice to have Isaiah Simmons in for a visit right now. Or, you know, Trevon, any of these guys where we can get them full green at their visit, that would be kind of ideal. But now we do have some extra just points to spend on these dudes. Make sure, you know, we can lock some of these other guys down and even start spending on some points on some other people as well. This Jeff Pollard, like, if we don't get up some ground on him this week, I'm probably going to give up on him. This Josh Young, I'm not even going after him and we're doing well. Wagner, no. Okay, so that's where we sit. We'll get rid of this Ernest. So that's who we have so far. You know, Byron Murphy and Quinnen, and then we got a 3-star offensive lineman as well. Okay, versus Arkansas, 2-4. Should be a pretty easy win. 66-17. We were just kind of laying the boots to teams right now. Okay, Tennessee. Should be a nice win. We're going to sim this game, and then we're going to look at top. Okay, so that was actually our closest game of the year. Okay, going to look at our points here. Looks like we lost out on another guy we were actually going decently hard at. That Billings, the linebacker I wanted. Crap. We have the number 2. Okay, we're number 1 and number 2. I was actually just going to simulate this, but we are going to check some of this out. Crimson Tide, LSU. I think this was at home. My game's looking a little glitchy right now. I hope nothing bad happens. They have the 6th ranked offense. Look at their rush offense, 270 a game. We do have the better defense by quite a wide margin. We have a bunch of prospects in to visit. Baker, Shaq, Fowler, Derrick Henry is there, just superstar. We have a bunch of injuries. Tunsil and Collins down. I don't know if Green is their starting QB, but... So good thing we have an incredible O-line, but that is a lot of meat up front. Those are like our 2 best offensive linemen. LSU, Bama, 1 and 2 in the country. How many times have we seen this before? Still going to have to play Georgia. Still going to have to play in the national championship game if we make it. So this is far from over, though, even though we haven't lost in like 50 games. Okay. Gonna just go next quarter here. So 10-0 lead us, but we'll see. 20-0 lead for us. Doesn't look like LSU's got enough in the tank. Yeah. 30-7. Yeah, they just did an onside. That is going to do it. 37-13. Yeah, we kind of took it to them. Didn't honestly think they're as good of a team as their rankings, but hey, you never know what can happen in these games. Johnny was great. 373 tutties. Yeldon was really good, 137 on the ground. Big Mike Williams, Stephon Diggs, both over 100 in the air. So good performance, 40-13. Still have Georgia, still have Auburn. You never know what can happen in those games. Yeah, so that was huge though. Big win. Hopefully we get, like I said, a few of those recruits, at least 5 or 6 I usually like to sign this, when in our big visit day. So we will see right here. DK, Jeff. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my, crazy. So our class, this is going to turn into one of our better recruiting classes for sure. 7 5-stars already. Penn State has 3. Yeah. Our recruiting has been pretty incredible. We have Mississippi State, should be a win at Mississippi State. I'm going to sim through it. 49-30. Wow. Okay. They kind of got close there. And I have a plan for next year, guys. So we have, we've had Andrew Luck, now Johnny Manziel, both incredible. But 2 years ago, we signed this young superstar from Texas named Patrick Mahomes. He's been on our bench for 2 years, biding his time. All we've done is recruit the best receivers in the country, and we have Patrick Mahomes, who's going to be our starting quarterback next year. I am about to unleash this dude and unleash hell on college football. I'm going to up our passing to like 65%. We are going to throw the ball all over the yard and just see what kind of crazy numbers we can put up with all these guys. So next year is going to be actually crazy. I'm really excited. All these receivers, and yeah, like I said, we are just going to be an all-out passing attack. Okay, we have UAB. Obviously should be an easy win. Then at Auburn, which, the way this is going shouldn't be tough. And then probably Georgia, which will be to go to the show. If we lose, we don't get in. A few more recruits commit. Okay, at Auburn, we're just going to go right through this. Iron Bowl, 52-13. Get it done. Knock it down. That is it. That is going to do the regular season. We're going to sim to conference championship weekend. We are 12-0. Once again, trying to win our 4th straight undefeated national championship. That is obviously something Nick Saban never accomplished. Yeah, so we got a couple of recruiting battles, make it to conference championship against, so Georgia did lose. So let's look at the top 25 here. Everybody's lost at least a game other than us. Michigan's got Nebraska, Miami's got Clemson, Georgia has us, Stanford and USC are playing, both with 2 losses though. So it looks like if Michigan or Miami wins, the winner of that probably will play us if we beat Georgia. But this Georgia game, they are insanely uber talented. 99s across the board. This is going to be far. I don't know what the injuries are like. We could have a big injury. this is going to be far from, you know, a written story. So number 5 and number 1 offense versus number 2 and number 1 defense. Two best teams in the country on paper. They have so much talent. Deshaun, Kamara, Bosa. We have some injuries on the O-line. They have a few injuries. I don't think that's any of their big time players though. But Lael and Tunsil both out. That's our left side of our O-line just down against Bosa. They have 3 Lawson and 1 other really good DN. So yeah, this is not gonna be easy, guys. Yeah, we just got to get it done. We are gonna sim through quarter 1. Wow. And it is 14-0 Georgia. They jump out all over us. We answer back with a tutty right there. Okay, 14-10. So we get 10 points in the second quarter. Shut them out. 28-10 Georgia. Going into the fourth quarter. Manziel to McLaurin. Manziel. Fumble recovered by Georgia. 2-yard rush. This isn't looking good. We need a touchdown right here. Manziel throwaway. Pass dropped. Punted away. Deshaun, Gurley, sacked for 10. 4th and 13. Okay, this is punts, 12-yard return. Manziel dropped. Manziel throwaway. 4th and 5. You got to go for it. No, 6-yard rush by Johnny. Sacked. Johnny. Okay, we'll watch right here. It feels like this is not looking good though. I don't think we can score 18 in three minutes here. So it looks like our 4-year undefeated streak is looking like it's over. Johnny holds the ball way too long and he is going down. Johnny football, 48 passing touchdowns. Who knows how many rushing to go along with it. Yeah, this is not looking good. We just didn't do enough offensively. 10 points. We're averaging 50 a game. 10 points. Johnny Manziel in his last, not technically, sacked again. It looks like that left side of our O-line just hasn't been able to hold up against this front. We lost our our left tackle, left guard. Terry McLaurin for 20 yards. Okay, Manziel, Mike Williams touchdown. So we're going to be down a 2-point conversion. We're down 10 with 2:45. Onside kick recovered by Georgia. 5-yard penalty. Yes. 6 yards. Yeah, that's going to do it. So, fumble recovered by Bama. Pass interference. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Somehow, yeah, Deshaun Watson kneel. That is it. Georgia knocks us off in the conference championship game. Ends are we won 3 in a row. We were trying to win 4 without losing a game. We do not do it. Our offense did not show up. McLaurin looked like the only guy who even played well. Georgia beats us. Our first loss. It is what year is it? It's 2015. That is our first loss since the SEC championship game in 2011. And I think that was the Florida Hail Mary. That is crazy. Deshaun honestly didn't even play that great, but wow, that is it. We will not be 4-time national champions. And Nick Saban won in 2015. So now we are tied. We have each 4 in 2015. Now we got to pick it up. We got to get another 2. Johnny Manziel does win the Heisman in his senior season. 54 total touchdowns. Almost 5,000 yards. Goff and him were 1 and 2 with Gurley in 3rd. Crazy. So we are number 6. We are going to be playing in the Sugar Bowl. Okay, so we are going to play the Terps. Don't care. Obviously, I hope we win, but we're not going to watch it. We only care about natties. We care about national championships at Alabama. 34-3. Do get it done. I really think low-key that left tackle, losing Tunsil and Lael, our left guard, left tackle, for basically the whole second half of the year. New record, longest win streak ever. 55 games, beat Bud Wilkinson. I don't know where that is from. Well, actually, I didn't even know there was like coaching records, really. I kind of want to look at some of those. School records, NCAA. Coaching career, longest win streak. What if that was a video one day? I have to beat every one of these records. That would be crazy. 46 years Joe Pa out of school. That would be crazy. I don't even know if that'd get views. 46 seasons. But wow. Okay, so we do have the longest win streak. Trying to tie Bear Bryant, at least in this video. We're honestly trying to beat that. We're trying to beat 6 natties. So we're trying to beat that record. Actually, I think Saban in real life has 7. So we're trying to tie 7, but Saban got one of those at LSU. Okay, anyway. So NCAA record for longest win streak ever. Cool. We will look at season stats for our players. Johnny, Heisman winner. Capped off a really good career. Won 2 or 3 natties. 2 is the starting quarterback. You know, this was his best year, but over 40 touchdowns each of his last 3 seasons. Never over 5 picks. Yeah, he runs the ball too. 600 yards on the ground. 10 touchdowns this year. Absolute freak. We're still going to have Baker next year, but he'll be the backup. Yeldon, we're still going to have. Receiving, Diggs was our #1 receiver. He's capped off a really nice career. He was always kind of the #2 behind D-Hop until this year. Had over 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns. Really nice. We're going to have Big Mike backs next year. We're having McLaurin, basically everyone except our Marquez Smith, our starting tight end. Go to defense. Clay had a really nice freshman year. That's actually what we got to look at is All-Americans. Looks like he might be an All-American. Shaq had 5 picks. We are losing Shaq, which is going to low-key be our biggest loss. Okay, I want to just quickly look at team stats as well. So total offense, we are #1. Points per game, we narrowly beat out USC. USC almost caught us. Defense, #1 pass D. #1 scoring D. So we are the #1 offense, #1 defense 2 years in a row. Oh, I want to look at passing leaders. So Manziel first, TJ not really close, Diggs 11th in the country, sacks, INTs. Want to look at All-Americans. Is always kind of cool to see how many we can get. Johnny, Lael, even though he's hurt quite a bit, Phillips, Bobo, Shaq on defense, and Ford our kicker. Second team, Tunsil, even though he was hurt, Stover, Robinson, Leonard Williams, Clay, who is a freshman, and then freshman All-American, Williams, Calvin Williams, Clay at left outside linebacker, start as a freshman, then Fitzpatrick and Derwin, both, and our kicker. So there we go. That's what I wanted to look. Who actually won the national championship? Look at the final top 25. It was Georgia versus Michigan. In the coaches poll, Michigan finishes as the #1 team, which, LOL. How are we not #3 at least? 1 loss. We lost 1 game in 55 games. Yeah, wow. So Georgia, national championship behind Deshaun Watson. And we are going to be bringing young Patrick Mahomes to play Deshaun Watson over the next few years. Georgia, Bama. That is going to be cool. Okay, we got 4 recruiting battles. View the contract. I mean, we ain't going nowhere. 119-7. Yeah, we're going to sign this contract. We're going to advance to players leaving. Hopefully we don't get too many guys trying to transfer out, whatever. Could see some receivers trying to leave. Declaring a bunch of guys. Stover. Okay, we're keeping our guard. We want to keep our tackle too. Okay, we got our tackle back. Tim Reyes, I don't really. Okay, we do. We definitely want Mark Andrews back. Yeah, okay, cool. This Taylor, don't really care, but we want him back. And Allen. Yeah, we definitely want this guy back. Okay, cool. We're losing Willis. He's homesick. You know what? That's fine. And then we have a bunch of guys leaving for the actual draft who we obviously can't keep. So that is all good. Transfer requests. We never really have anybody transfer in. I never actually look. I think it just says what round they were. It doesn't actually even say what pick. That would be kind of cool if it told you. We have a bunch of first rounders. We're always going to have a ton of first rounders. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, recruiting. So honestly, 4 guys, but I don't even really care about any of these guys. We're in a close battle with a bunch of them. Really want this Green just because he's huge and decent chance we can play him at linebacker. Okay, advance to next stage, National Signing Day. Okay, so we got 3 of them. We didn't get Mickey Morgan, was the one I did not care about. We got the other 3, so cool. Got the #1 class again. That gives us, we didn't get it 3 years ago, but we've been on a really good stretch here. So we've got 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1. So my first year we were 21. Didn't really have the hang of it yet. Yeah, 9 5-stars. That's pretty good. The best we've done is 10. Penn State, Ohio State, Georgia, good classes. But our class, really freaking good. Okay, I accidentally simmed past position changes last year. Definitely don't want to do that. Okay, that's position changes. There wasn't anything major to show you guys. Gonna go through training results. Now we're just gonna go through the rest. We'll just look at the roster before we end this season. Okay, gonna just quickly look at the roster with all the upgrades. So gonna have Baker and Mahomes with this Jackson. So yeah, we actually kind of need a QB as a backup for next year. Mahomes is gonna start. Running back, TJ Yeldon, Dalvin Cook, Danny Jackson, Palmer, like really good. Yeldon for this year, then it's going to be Dalvin for 2 years, and hopefully get some recruits in. Receiver, we got Big Mike, Holy Cross, McLaurin, Tim Reyes, Phil Taylor, Debo, Moore, Metcalf, Christian Kirk. Oh my goodness. I maybe should have done cut players. I think they freaking cut. I think they cut AJ Brown. Oh my goodness. I mean, we don't really need him, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they cut AJ Brown. And they cut our tight end. Okay, I got to do cut players from now on. That is not good. I mean, this guy's a sophomore at least, but still. Jeez. They're keeping these freaking centers and guards that are awful? Oh no. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to simulate that next year. Man. Okay, we haven't even really been looking. But O-line, we're still going to be really good. Left, we got TJ, Rashawn Gary in behind him. On this side, Mario Edwards with some younger guys in behind him. D tackles are insane. Simmons, Quinnen Williams, Darren Payne, this Garrett Warden, Josh George, and then Chris Jones, only a junior. So we have these two, we have 399 D tackles. Linebacker, we're just okay. Clay was really good for us last year, honestly. And we have Fred Warner, and then we have Isaiah Simmons, who's going to be starting as freshman. So young, but we got to keep getting some linebackers in the door. Corners, we got Ramsey, McCoy, Bobby Allen, all seniors this year. Cook, a sophomore, Corey Brooks, and then we got Mike Hughes and Trevon Diggs. And I think they cut my other corner, the guy I got early in the year. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, I got to do that next year. We got Fuller and Fitzpatrick, Ryan Cooper, and behind him, Peterson and Derwin. So yeah, other than the cuts, obviously our team is insane, like absolutely insane, but those cuts annoy me. Okay, that is it, guys. We are going to stop it here, and the video's not going to stop, but I'm going to stop my recording, and then I'm going to make the next recruiting class, and we'll get right back going. All right, boys, so here we go. We are in, what class is this? This is, let me get my notes here. This is going to be the 2016 season coming up. We just lost in the SEC championship game to Georgia, and this will be the 2017 recruiting class. It's a very good class overall. Not the best, but good. It's very good at receiver, offensive line. I'd say those are really the two standout positions. So we really don't need receivers. We have an insane group of receivers, but hey, we're still going to go after a few of them. So skip to recruiting, go all prospects. Chase Young, #1 prospect in the country. Going to go by position. So we have three quarterbacks. There's Tua Tagovailoa, Mac Jones, who obviously both went to Bama in real life. Then we have Kenny Pickett, who went to Pitt. Now we are first on Tua and Max, and we kind of like, we could use a quarterback, so I'm actually going to go after both them. Those are the only two I'm going to go after, but Kenny is leaning to the U right now. Then if we go running back, we have three good ones. We have Travis Etienne, who went to Clemson. We have Najee Harris. He's from California, but he actually went to Alabama. And then our other one was DeAndre Swift, who went to Georgia. So we're actually second on Etienne. We will go pretty hard after him. This Jackson as well, and maybe this Hudson. We'll go after those three. Then if we go to wide receiver, this is probably the best wide receiver class we will ever see. There's Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Smith, Jerry Jeudy, T. Higgins right here, and Henry Ruggs right here. So absolutely insane. 3 of these guys ended up going to Alabama, and 2 of them were Devontae and Ruggs, who were first for both. So we were just going to go after those 2 and honestly maybe just say screw it to the rest of the guys. Like, we just really don't need receivers. Even if we just get one of them, we're going to be in a totally fine spot. So tight ends, I don't believe we had any created ones. Really not high for anybody. This 4-star, we're at second, so we'll go after him. If we go offensive line, this very good offensive line class, we have 4 really good tackles. We have Mekhi Becton, we have Jedrick Wills, we have Andrew Thomas, and Tristan Wirfs. So 4 really good ones. We are first on Wills, I'm not sure his name to pronounce sometimes. And then few other guys we'll go after here. Those guys there. So we got 3 tackles we're going after. We just came out of here with Wills. That'd be sweet. How far are we on? Honestly, we're kind of in the ballpark for these two, even though we might as well just go after them. We'll see where we kind of sit. But okay, then guards, we have one of them. It is Elijah Vera Tucker. We are not on his list. We do have a few good ones though that we are. So we'll go after those 3 right there. Centers, we have none. Yeah, no centers, but we'll just go see if there's anybody. A 3-star. We'll go after this guy, I guess. Just 1 center. Centers, I mean, we can always move guards inside or whatever. Okay, defensive ends. We have 2, but 2 good ones. We have Chase Young, who's the #1 recruit in the country, and Jalen Phillips. We're actually second on his big board. We'll go after these 2 as well, who are first for them. Always need defensive ends. So yeah, that could be a pretty good crew for us. Chase looking like Penn State, Maryland, staying up north. No defensive tackles, but last year's D tackle class was insane. We don't really need a ton at D tackle, but you know, we always want to at least, you know, put out some feelers, go after some big guys. Linebacker, we've been getting some decent linebackers. We still need more, so I'm gonna go after both those 4 stars who are first, and we'll go after this 4-star that we're second. We can't fill this up. We only have 10 spots left. We have 2 middle linebackers. We have Patrick Queen, who are first, and Dylan Moses, who actually went to Alabama, but we are not on his list, which is kind of surprising because he's from Louisiana. But Patrick Queen, also those 2. Okay, so we have a lot of linebackers who are middle linebackers are actually interested. 4 big 4, 5-star guys. So we're going to go after those guys there. If we go down to cornerbacks, we have 2. We have Jeff Okuda, who went to Ohio State in real life, and AJ Terrell, who went to Georgia in real life. We're going to go after both those and this Jackson guy. And our board is starting to fill up. We have no safeties. Yeah, we're not even going to go after that guy. We have no created safeties. So we do have a pretty good safety room right now. We'll go after this Meeks guy. That only gives us 2 for athletes. And we usually do well with athletes, but actually not as good this time. So we have 1 there. We can just go here. This Dawson will go after, and that actually fills us up. I would have liked, I want to go after that Clancy, I think, though. 6'4", 270. So he's actually a big, sometimes the athletes aren't very big. So we'll get rid of this center. We're going to go after this athlete. Yeah, Clancy, 6'5", 276, 4-star. Add our prospects to our recruiting board. So now, guys, like I kind of mentioned in the last video, this is where I said we have this young hotshot sophomore quarterback who's taken over 6'3", 230 pounds, Patrick Mahomes from Texas. He's come in, he's blown the doors off the coaches, and we are going to change our offense to fit around him. We have Mahomes, we have Big Mike Williams, Terry McLaurin, Deebo Samuel, some, you know, created Holy Cross, Reyes, unbelievable receiving core. We have Mark Andrews at tight end. We have an insane O-line. We have Dalvin Cook. Oh, we have TJ Yeldon and Dalvin Cook at running back. Both can catch passes. So we are actually going to go and we are going to switch just a little bit of our play calling style here. So we're going to go Alabama. So I'm not like cheating, doing anything here. All I'm doing is I'm just like upping the style we're going to play. So we're going to move from the Alabama 1-back. I think like the Auburn, we'll go Auburn spread, and we are going to become a 65% passing team. More aggressive. That should be aggressive to the left, right? Sub frequency, nothing crazy. So we're going to do that with our head coach and with our offensive coordinator, Bloomgren. Same thing. So he's already Auburn spread. We're going to go, 67-55, a little more aggressive frequency. And there we go. So we are about to unload with Patrick Mahomes and really just try to boat race people. Let's see what kind of stats we can put up over these 3 seasons with Patty Mahomes. This is going to be fun. Okay, going to quickly go through our red shirt. Let's red shirt Baker. We'll let this Brian Jackson guy back up, and then Baker can be our backup next year. That's actually kind of smart, I think. Wide out, we'll do DK just cuz. Do this guy, the Downs. Rashawn Gary, I think we can do because we got Scott Joseph in behind him. We'll keep Evans for this year. Let's do Quinnen this year. We'll redshirt him. Clay Dickerson, we'll redshirt Dickerson. Battle will redshirt. We actually have some just not great linebackers too. Like our linebacking core is our weak point on our team right now for sure. We're really good middle, but our outsides are young and just okay. We'll do Hughes this year, and then maybe we'll do Diggs next year. You know what? Let's redshirt Ncaa this year. Try to buy a year with him as long as he doesn't leave because of it. Yeah, we got kicker, punter. So, team's looking good. We're going to go through the depth chart here. So, Patrick Mahomes is going to be the starting quarterback, 100%. TJ Yeldon starting there. Mike Williams is going to be our starter. We'll play Terry in the slot. And I'm going to move Debo up to our wide receiver 4 for Reyes. Tight end, obviously going to be Mark Andrews. Left tackle, Tunsil. Left guard, Quentin Nelson. Center, Calvin Williams. Right guard, Stover. Our O-line is disgusting. There we go. So really good O-line. TJ Watt here. Joseph will make the backup there. Look at our D tackles are insane. Clay Warner, Isaiah Simmons will be this. I don't know why it makes this George guy our backup linebacker. Corners, we got Jalen. Oh, that's what I was maybe going to do. I was going to maybe redshirt McCoy actually this year. I'm going to take a look at that. We have Jalen as a C. We have 3 senior starters, but if we redshirt McCoy, we play Cook and Allen and Jalen, then we'll have McCoy next year as well for a 99 corner. So we're going to actually do that as well. I think that's smart. Warner, Allen, Cook, Brooks, Diggs. Free safety, Fuller, Cook, Diggs. Strong safety, James, Diggs, Cook. Kick returner, we got Danny, Jackson, and Yeldon. Okay, there we go. That is what we're looking like there. Let's look at our schedule. A C+ schedule. Wow. I wonder, I don't usually do this, but let's make this a little harder on ourselves. Let's start with a big game. You know what? And if we lose, we lose. Let's start with number 2, Miami. Let's just, make it a little tough on ourselves. We had a C+ schedule, so, didn't have a ton of ranked teams. So we're going to start with number 2, and we got to get it done. So there we go. We got to get it done against number 2, Miami. We are going to start the regular season. We're not screwing around. I don't want to make this too easy. We lose week 1, there's every chance we don't make the national championship. So it's not week 1, but it's game 1 for us. Here's what our schedule. I guess we didn't win the Natty last year. I was like, how? Wow, Georgia only a 93 overall. Miami's a 95. USC's 99. Michigan's 99. Texas is 99. So those actually look like the big boys. I wonder who Georgia must have just lost a ton of talent. Their defense looks really good. They still have Deshaun Watson unless he left early or transferred out. So Jared Goff leading the Heisman. TJ Yeldon is second. Derrick Henry, Leonard Fournette. But I think we're going to see a little bit of Patrick Mahomes. People are going to be surprised with what we bring to the table. So TJ Yeldon, Tunsil, Stover, Robinson. Nothing on defense. Quentin Nelson, Clay at linebacker, and Ford at kicker for All-Americans preseason. Let's look at some of these rosters. Georgia, they still have Deshaun Watson, Joey Bosa, Carl Lawson, Tremaine Edmonds. I think they lost a ton of their running backs. They lost all 4. Cool. And they didn't recruit. They don't have great receivers. Don't have great tight ends. Their skill positions other than Deshaun are not amazing. They should have a really good defense though, so we'll see. LSU, we're going to play, behind Derrick Henry. What has he been putting up? 1,400 yards a season. So yeah, going to be the Derrick Henry show when we play them. Miami, who we are playing week 1, they got Hargraves. A good team. They're not amazing, but I mean, it's still, a tough week 1. I didn't want to give us just an easy game. Michigan was a 99. So we're going to take a look at their team because we have a shot to play them. Larry Brown is their quarterback. They have some freshmen that they're developing behind them. Fuqua looks good. Not one of our created guys, but looks good. None of our created receivers, but they have 2 studs. Nice tight end. O-line is okay. A really nice center, really nice guard. Yeah, O-line's really good. Nice D-end, okay. Decent interior O-line. Linebacking core is okay. Yeah, just okay. So their defense, they have one really good corner. Some good safeties. Yeah, really good safety room. So they look good. Good on paper. Notre Dame has not really put together much here. Ohio State, OJ Howard. Who's their QB? I think they look pretty good this year. Nice QB with Jacobs, Rutledge, and then they got a freshman. Oh, they have Lamar Jackson, who might be starting by next year. So yes, I forgot they got Lamar. Have they been getting? They got Calvin Ridley. So they could give him a year or two, and Ohio State could be making some noise for sure. Penn State, always around the top of the rankings, but Tre'Davious White, they don't look incredible though. Tennessee, nothing great. Texas, 99 across the board. We'll take a look at them. Just kind of go down, see. Gerald Jones looks pretty good quarterback. Hearn, Wilson, McDaniel, 3 nice running backs. 3 really good receivers. No created guys, but doing well there. Decent tight end. Good left tackle, Cam Robinson. Rest of the O-line is just pretty good. Pretty good O-line. Nice to end. Decent end here. Really nice interior. Christian Wilkins. Linebacker. Nice left outside. 2 really good middles. Nice. Yeah, so this team looks pretty good. 3 good corners. Safeties are just okay. So look pretty solid overall. A&M look decent, but unless we play them, maybe we'll look. The other big one was USC was 99 across the board. They are going to be a squad. So their QB room is freaking insane. Jared Goff for still 2 more years. Josh Allen, Kyler Murray. So yeah. Running back, Joe Mixon, only a junior. They're going to have him for the next 2 years probably. Fullback, Billy White and Juju. You know, other good receivers in behind him. Really good skill positions. Decent tight end. Couple of okay tackles, really nice guard, obviously. Okay at center, okay at right guard, good at right tackle. So good O-line. Really good DNs. Yeah, 3 really good DNs. 2 good defensive tackles. Not great outside. 2 good middles. And a nice outside linebacker. 2 good corners, not great in the slot, but yeah, that's doable. And safety, they're just okay. So USC, Michigan, us. I still think Georgia with Deshaun, but Georgia not having any skill position players is, you know, that's not great for them. Okay, we're going to go through the recruiting now. Okay, we're just going to do the offer thing. So we're just going to offer to all these guys, see if any just commit week 1. Usually we get between 2 to 3. Okay, so we got Matt Johnson, 4-star tackle. We will take that. We got D-end, missing some letters, but a nice D-end there. Oh, and we got 2 D-ends. Okay. Not looking like we're going to get anything else. So we did get 3 guys, not any like huge names, but we will take it. Okay, we got Tua and Mac. I kind of want to get one of these guys. I'd rather have Tua. Oh, I don't know why I'm missing freaking numbers and stuff right now. So we're just gonna go a bit for both these guys. Travis Etienne, I'd like a running back. He's a good one. Just gonna put out, oh, we didn't offer him a scholarship. Feelers out for him. Okay, I'm gonna go through all this and then I'll show you guys where we're sitting. All right, so going through recruiting, we just lost Etienne, which that kind of hurts. So honestly, there's not as many players who I'm like, I need this guy on the team right here. Jedrick Wills, we're doing okay with him. We might jump him up to 700, just get the best. I think I want at least one of Okuda. We're doing well with both. So I think those 3 will probably be the 3 we go after. And I think Patrick Queen. So we're doing better with Tua anyway. I would rather have Tua. So we're going to get rid of Mac. And we're going to go harder at Queen, harder at Tua. Ruggs we're doing well. EJ Witherspoon we're okay. Strong we're okay. Bowie we're okay. Bullock. And then a lot of these guys, it's more, I'm just putting out feelers, see where we sit. Devontae, we're actually doing well. Might as well just kind of go for Devontae. Yeah, we're falling behind on Bowie, a nice guard, so we'll go a little harder at him and this Witherspoon. So yeah, this class, not as many where I'm like, oh, I need this guy. Next year's class, there's some guys I want for sure. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're going to sit there. Even if we got, I kind of actually should probably go a little harder at Tua, honestly. We could literally just go from Mahomes to Tua, and that would basically end the whole. That'd probably get us basically right to the end of the sim. So we have number 2 Miami. We are at home, but I booked us a really tough early game. Maybe I'll do that the rest of the year. Give us a really tough game, like top 5, top 10 team at the start of the year, just to make sure we earn these. So Miami, what do we got? Patrick Mahomes' first game as a starter, and it was close. A 2-score game for Bama over the last few years, that is close. But we do get it done against the number two team in the nation. Okay, San Diego State. This should be the first game where we could really see Mahomes put it all together. 42-7, so not quite the fireworks show I was hoping for, but decent. Bunch of recruits ready to visit. All right, so we're at Vandy. I'd like the offense. Let's see the offense explode here. 59-7. That's more what we're after. I want to go look at Mahomes' stats again. That last game was kind of weird. I hope he didn't get hurt. I don't know. We're still not throwing the ball like all over the yard, but we had over 400. We're running the ball really well. I don't know. Mike Williams put up a huge day, but okay, we'll give it a few weeks. We'll see where we're sitting. Go look at recruiting here. The Wills, we're still doing really well. AJ Terrell, we're doing well. We're going to battle with Patrick Queen. Doing well with Jeff Okudah. Battle with Phillips. Battle with Georgia for Tua. Strong, we fell behind a little bit there. Bowie, we fell behind a little bit. Okay, we're falling behind with some of those guys. Doing well with all those dudes. I think we just got to get rid of Bowie and just go a little bit harder at some of these other dudes. Make it a little more balanced there. Get rid of Bowie. Okay, we got Ole Miss. This should be a pretty easy win, really. A&M, we have one ranked team on the schedule. The SEC is just looking down on our side. We should be able to get through this pretty much unscathed. I did try to give us a tough game right at the start of the year, obviously, with number 2 Miami. Honestly, the offense isn't putting up the numbers I would have liked to see, but still pretty early, only 4 games in. Okay, Ball State, 42-20. Like, we're just not. I thought Mahomes was just going to be putting on an absolute fireworks show. I want to go look at the stats for that one again. I don't know. We're like 330 passing, but like, I don't know. I'm going to mess with some of our coach info here. Okay, up my no huddle. I don't know. I want to put up some numbers with this team. Okay, quickly going to look through recruiting. We have a few guys in for a visit this week. Ooh, we lost Ruggs to Florida. We weren't really going after him hard though. Yeah, it would be big to get Wills to sign on the dotted line right now. This would be big. A&M should be a win. Hopefully get Wills 41-7 sign on the dotted line. That would free up 700 points for us as well. We do get Wills and we get Titus Dawson. Cool. A few good recruits there. That is going to free up some value. Okay, we have Arkansas. At Arkansas, 52-20. It's going to put us through 7 weeks. We'll sim one more game. We have Tennessee. Then we'll look kind of where the stats are so far. Mahomes, I thought we were going to be putting like 70 burgers on everybody like we were with Manziel, but even up a notch is what I was aiming for. Oh, we lost out on some more guys. Who do we lose out on? Yeah, but oh my goodness. We are losing out on some talent, boys. Holy. This is not going to be our best recruiting class. That is for sure. Strong. Can we lockpick this dude? We're going to lockpick him and back up there. I mean, he's a big 4-star linebacker. We need linebackers. Yeah, a lot of just like 3-star guys. I'm going to go look at the prospects here. Is there like a kicker, punter we need? This guy looks like a pretty good punter we could get in on. All right, Tennessee should be another easy win. LSU's now unranked. So we're really basically gonna have no ranked opponents on our schedule other than that first game against Miami, unless Auburn is ranked late in the year. So the SEC is down right now. Ooh, we got Devontae. That's nice. Okay, so LSU is now ranked. We have Mississippi State. Yeah, this is basically our last ranked game. So let's look at the top 25. We are number 1 in the country right now. Michigan is also undefeated. Oklahoma State, Kansas, Arizona, Texas, 2 losses. Penn State, 1 loss. Georgia, 2 losses. Tulsa's undefeated. Us, Michigan that'd be a cool game. Heisman watch. TJ Yeldon is third. Mahomes is leading the country in passing, so I can't be too mad at it, but just doesn't feel like we're really airing it out like I wanted to. Leading the country, I can't be too mad, but Dalvin and TJ kind of splitting carries. Mahomes another touchdown on the ground. Big Mike has been eating up the targets, almost 100 a game. Holy Cross, McLaurin, Andrews, Debo, TJ Yeldon. Defensively, Mario Edwards, TJ Watt, Mario Edwards are two bookends. TJ has 4.5 sacks. That's pretty nice. Jalen, three INTs in his senior year, which we like to see. Kick return, Jackson is our kick returner. Look at team stats. We look like we'll have the #1 offense, but not by a ton. #1 passing offense. Points per game, but we've been in the 50s at this point a lot of the year. So I was hoping for a little more. Defensively, we've seemed good. Yeah, pass defense is good. Points were 4. So we're still a good team, but I don't know. I don't feel like we're hitting on all cylinders right now. At LSU, they have Derrick Henry. You never know, but should be a win, 48-24. All right, we got Brian Jackson in, and we have a bunch of visits this week. So we have Mississippi State, not a good team. This week 11 is usually like we have a ton of guys in for visits. We should get a ton of guys locked in right now. This is always the big week. 37-7, see a nice blowout win. Do they want to come join the Crimson Tide? So we got Tua. We didn't get Queen. We got Okuda, we got AJ Terrell. Yeah, so we got some guys. I really wanted Patrick on that visit. Now Patrick's just up in the air. We have no way of knowing. Yeah, we're like neck and neck with Ohio State. Yeah, we just have no way of knowing if we're going to get it done with him. Okay, there we go. Recruiting starting around into shape. We have Louisiana Monroe. Go through that game. Should be obviously easy win, but still this offense, bro. Like, I want to be putting up bigger stats with Mahomes. I want to be breaking freaking records over these 3 years. We got Brandon Strong ready, committed. 6 scholarships left, so we got to be low-key kind of careful there. Okay, bye week advance, then Iron Bowl against Auburn. We got Clancy, Hayes, Harris. Okay, Iron Bowl. Advance 49-6. That's what we like to see in the Iron Bowl. We got Edmund Moore recruit in. So we have 2 left, 2 scholarships remaining. Honestly, we don't need another wideout, so I'm going to get rid of him. If we get 2 out of these 3, we'll be in a good spot. Patrick Queen is my #1. I'd like bye week. Yeah, we're just going to sim through the bye week. Conference championship weekend. I'd guess Georgia, but we'll see. They did have 1 or 2 losses already when we checked at the midseason mark. Recruit locked us out. Okay, is there any way can I like boot somebody? Oh, because we have no scholarship. So we lost out on Queen. We do have a full class. Should finish with the #1 recruiting class still. Even though like we got 15 4-stars, which is crazy. But we don't get Queen. Queen would have been a nice way to wrap it up, but we have a good class overall. We're going to play South Carolina. So we don't play our arch rival Bulldogs. They just did not have the skill position players this year. We're the only undefeated team left. Looks like if we win, we're going to play Oklahoma State, which should be a bit of a beat down. I would have liked if it was where did Georgia? Yeah, Georgia 3 losses. I would have liked Texas over them just for the game itself, but here we go. Should be, big heavy favorites against the Gamecocks. First on offense, first on defense points per game. They're more 11th, 37th. There's our top 3. We're missing Tunsil. Tunsil's been getting some bad injuries. Tunsil, Holy Cross, and Jackson, one of our backup running backs. So, bit of injuries, but I mean, we're insanely deep. This should be not a walk in the park, but it shouldn't be too tough for us. Okay, we're going to go to end of the quarter. Okay, Mahomes led 2 nice drives, 14-7. Okay, 28-14 us after 3. Okay, they are driving. Wow, okay, so it's 21-35. I actually want to watch some of this drive. Oh, it's 3rd and 7. Let's see if Mahomes has a big 3rd and 7 completion on him. Right here, Patrick Mahomes playing for Bama. All freaking day, Mahomes. You can't hold that ball for that long. Someone's got to be open down the field. Mahomes is going down. That is going to be 4th and 15. We are punting the ball to them. Fair catch. 2nd and 8. They score here. I mean, they're running the ball a ton. Oh, we have the ball now. 8-yard rush. 7-yard rush. 4th and 7. No good field goal. Yeah, that's going to do it, though. Okay, we're going to go to the end of the game here. Oh, they get... Yeah, okay, we took a knee. There we go. We win it. 1-score game. Not huge win. Probably wasn't even as close as it looked there. Mahomes 321 and 4 TDs. Dalvin and TJ were okay on the ground. No one had a huge game through the air, but good game. Win the SEC once again, and we are 1 game away. Looks like we're going to play Oklahoma State, and yeah, 1 game away from winning our, what is it, 5th? That will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this would be our 5th national championship, and at this point, Saban has 4. So we're tied with Saban. If we win this, we're actually ahead of him. Okay, advance week to bowl season. Patty Mahomes gets 3rd in the Heisman. Georgia's QB is Allen. Did our buddy Deshaun get hurt maybe? Okay, yeah, 2 versus 1. We are playing Oklahoma State. We're going to look at their roster just to kind of see what we're dealing with here. Really good kicker and punter. Decent QB. Good running back, good receiver. I don't know. This should be an absolute shit stomping. Obviously, we will hop in and watch a bit of it, but yeah, this should be an absolute just bloodbath. We are just a much better team. Like, not even really in the same stratosphere, but we will see. Trying to go for number 5. That'll give us, if we win this, we're 1 off from tying Saban, 2 away from beating him. Gonna go into the quarter. Okay, 14-7, close first quarter. 24-7, really started to pull away that quarter. They did just score there, though. Okay, we have it. We'll watch this just inside the 5 or 10-yard line here. See if the boys can cap this drive off. Mahomes, Yeldon, Cook. Hand it off. I think that's Dalvin, or is that TJ? That is TJ. Nice run to get us a first down. We're going to go hurry up here. Mahomes in shotgun. Audibling at the line. What do we got, Patty? Hand it off, TJ Yeldon. That'll put us up 3 scores in the 3rd quarter. That should do it, but you never know. Okay, they score there. 3rd and 6. So this is low-key a pretty big 3rd down. If they get the stop, we are, only up 2 scores, up 10. 6 minutes left in the 4th. Mahomes, plenty of time, held that ball. He has to check it down, and we are going to be short there, and we are going to be punting this football. Yep, punt. But now they're going to punt the ball to us. That might do it. Big pass to Mike. 13-yard rush, Dalvin. 5 yards. 3rd and 2. See if what this offense can do here. Cap this bad boy off. Mahomes, pistol here with Yeldon behind him. Handoff. Big push by the O-line. Just falls forward for the first down. Hurry up once again. Audibling at the line here. Pistol. Well, play action boot with Mahomes. Fires it underneath. There we go. That's Deebo Samuel in the flat. Mahomes, little read option with Patty. Gets upfield inside the 5-yard line. Not letting this Oklahoma State defense breathe. Make subs. They're going hurry to the line. Patrick Mahomes hands off TJ, who actually gets stopped. Still going hurry up. 2nd and goal. Mahomes pistol trips to the top. Hand off to TJ, and he is in. That is basically going to wrap it up, guys. That is going to give us our 5th national championship. Gonna go to the end of the game. Whoa. Okay, they got it actually within a score again, but there you go. 2016 Natty. So we so far have won in 09. Then we lost, didn't win 2 years in a row. Then we won in 12, 13, 14, lost in 15, won in 16. No crazy stats that game. Offense was good, but 280 for Mahomes. Yeldon, 129 on the ground. Nothing crazy receiving. All right, we're going to sim through bowl season. We'll look at the final stats for the year as well. TJ Yeldon, most rushing touchdowns in a career, okay, at Bama. So Mahomes, good year, 4,500 yards, 40 touchdowns, 6 picks. Added another 3 on the ground with 500 yards. TJ and Dalvin kind of split carries and both did really well. Receiving, Big Mike was our #1 target, 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns. Everyone else was just kind of all doing well. Defensively, Isaiah Simmons led the team in tackles as a freshman. Tackles for a loss and sacks was Mario Edwards. Jalen wrapped up his senior year with 4 picks. Had a decent amount of picks every year. His sophomore only had 1, but yeah, 34 pass deflections his last 2 years. Yeah, I mean, he was a beast at corner for us. Absolute killer. We lost him and Fuller this year. So a 99 safety, 99 corner on the back end. Team stats should have the #1 offense in the country. Yes, by like 600 yards. #1 passing offense. Just barely #1 scoring offense, though. Defense, still not as good as we were in past years. Still the #1 scoring, but yards-wise, not quite as good. But it was us in Georgia. The #1 offenses. Mahomes led the country in passing. Yeldon, not even close in rushing. Was that Barkley? Saquon, almost 2,000 yards at Kansas. Receiving, second in the country for Big Mike. Sack leaders, 8.5 was pretty good. I want to look at all Americans. Mahomes, yeah, oh my goodness. Yeldon, Williams, Tunsil, Nelson, Stover, Robinson. So only our center didn't get it on our O-line. Mario Edwards on D, Fred Warner, Jalen Ramsey, Fuller on defense. So we cleaned up at All-Americans. Left guard, TJ Watt at end for second team. Freshman Brown at left tackle. Payne on the inside. Isaiah Simmons at outside linebacker. So we had some All-Americans this year. We're going to advance week to end of season. Going to quickly go through the off season. This one should be a little quicker because we have no recruits left to do. So obviously we're going to view our contract and sign up. We are safe. We're 133-7. Yeah, pretty freaking good. 9-1 in bowl games. So yeah, we're an absolute unit. Gonna advance to next stage. Check players leaving. You never know. There can always be some good guys who are trying to leave early that we gotta reel back in. So yeah, like Dalvin Cook trying to leave. Yeah, okay, we got Dalvin back. Ncaa, we definitely we definitely don't want to lose Warner. Okay, we got Warner back. Can't lose Fitzpatrick. Okay, these guys at least we're getting back. Brooks, no. Okay, that's good. We talked all those guys back. We have no one. We have a bunch of good players obviously leaving the draft. Very good players, but we don't have no transfers, no leaving early for the draft. Transfer requests in. Never really have these. Advance to recruiting. Honestly, don't care. We'll go to signing day just to make sure we have the #1 recruiting class. Okay, we did get the #1 class. We'll just go look at it quick. Yeah, #1. Only 2, like I said, 5 stars. Who had the most? Yeah, we tied for the most, but only 2 5 stars did have the #1 though.